Hey bro, what's up? I'm just writing down the topic. So just about to be done. So today's topic, will be something interesting. Hey bro, like I was saying, the topic I'm gonna write it down. Hey, 28 people have came to. Okay, hey, hello. Those who are new, please subscribe to my channel. Hey bro, what's up? Hey Farhan, what's up? Ind Nilu. Hey Ind Nilu. Uday Pratap. Hello, Uday Pratap. Hello. Please subscribe to my channel. Today's target is only 10 subscribers. That's what I'm asking. So please subscribe, and I'm about to reveal the topic. So today's topic will be something interesting, which you men will be very delighted to know. So I'm just writing down, bro. What's your content? What's my content? My content is travel blogging, martial art, music, cooking. Also, multiple contents I create. But these days I'm only concentrating in travel blogging. I've been into 4 countries recently. So right now my Thailand series is on. You can go and check it out. Like, and let me know what you think about my content. I've been traveling around in Thailand, Vietnam, Sri Lanka, and also Malaysia. Malaysia is gonna be upload soon. So where you from, bro? Let me know about yourself so that we can connect. Where are you from, brother? I'm from Northeast India. And what about you? Where you from? Which part of the country you are from? So thank you so much, Uday. Thank you so much, man. Salute. Please let me know where you guys are from. And I have to find some place to stick this one, but unfortunately, I don't know where I'm gonna stick it because I don't have any tripod here with me. I'm from Delhi, India. Nice, man. I used to live in Delhi 10 years ago. In 2013 to 2017, I used to live in Delhi. Which part of Delhi you're from, bro? Are you guys able to hear me? Hear my voice? Is there some kind of problem? Cause first time I'm using my microphone here, and I don't know what's the sound quality and all. And where you from, Farhan? In Delhi, which part of Delhi you're from, bro? And what about you, Uday Pratap? Which which part of India you guys are? Please let me know. Delhi, Budh Bihar, Komi home for dinner. Budh Bihar, I think it's in the blue line, right? If I'm not wrong. Utopia, nice. Utopia, nice. Are you from Addis Ababa? Ka- Addis Ababa. I wanted to go to Utopia as well. Maybe within next year, I can plan to go to Utopia. Nice country. I've seen a lot of blogs from different people, especially a lot of Indians are traveling there. Come my home for treat. Oh, nice, bro. Are you in between of your work? Okay, Wuldia. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name. Okay, nice, man. Really, I'm really glad that you are joining me from Ethiopia, one of my favorite country. I've seen people are really friendly there, right? And Addis Ababa is really fascinating capital you have. It's really lovely. I think the weather is also fantastic, if I'm not wrong. I think it's almost same everywhere, every time in the year, if I'm not wrong. Is it correct? Okay. Hello, fellow Utopian. Welcome to the family. Yes, welcome to the family. And so, what do you do? Like, what do you do for a living? You speak Hindi, please, for 1 and 2 minutes. Of course, bro. Hindi. I can speak in Hindi. So ask me anything. I'll answer in Hindi. Ask me anything. Yeah. You're right, bro. Is my audio is all right? I'm curious to know, like, cause I'm using my microphone for the first time in my live session. So I don't know, like, whether you guys are having a clear. हाँ भाई डिनर कर लिया मैंने आज मैंने खाया मटन मटन के साथ बासमती राइस और आलू भुर्जी ये ये बहुत अच्छा होता है ये मटन मटन मेरा वन ऑफ द फेवरेट थिंग okay I think now you can hear clearly like I can speak good amount of Hindi right I have a Delhi accent मेरा हिंदी वाला accent Delhi जैसा ही है क्योंकि मैंने बहुत टाइम वहाँ पे spend किया था so that's why I'm really familiar with the Delhi's accent and oh same bro okay nice yeah Delhi is one of my favorite place so far clear, net, and audio all green. Thanks, bro. Thanks, Steven. Thanks for the green light. So I have written down the topic. I have written down the topic. You guys can read this topic. Can you read this topic? That's the topic of this live discussion. Okay, if you can read, then please say it out in the comment section. Is it clear? So, what's the topic, guys? What's the topic? Should I hang it here? I know it'll look funny. This will look funny. So, I'm not gonna hang it over on my mic. Clear. Okay. This is the topic. That's why I'm here to discuss about. I hope Uday, Farhan, and Kindle, you guys are still here. Camera में उल्टा दिख रहा है. Yeah, that's what I was also wondering. Camera में उल्टा दिख रहा होगा. So the topic is dating. The topic is dating. How old are you, bro? Farhan, how old are you? What's your age? फरहान आपका एज कितना होगा? इंटरेस्टिंग. 20 years, bro. Nice, 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 nice. जब मैं दिल्ली में रहता था तब मेरा भी एज 19 से 23 तक ही था. So I can relate to you in a lot of things because I've been my adulthood started in Delhi, so many things, so many nostalgia I have about that place, and the food is really good, man. What's your name? My name is Sam. My name is Sam, and I'm from Northeast Tripura, and I was in multiple places of India. I was living here and there. After COVID, when COVID started, I was stuck in Goa for 2 years. Before COVID, I was working as a musician. I came to Delhi to learn blues. Blues is some kind of genre. Blues is genre in Western music. So I came to Delhi to learn guitar, but I end up being an instructor in Delhi. तो ये था मेरा स्टोरी. फिर मैं वहाँ पे बैंड्स वगैरह में गिटार प्ले करता था, वोकल भी करता था. आई लिव 13 years living in Delhi. Trust me, brother. Nice, bro. That's really nice. So मैं सीखने आया था गिटार, पर सिखाने लग गया बाद में. फिर बैंड्स ज्वाइन करा, वहाँ पे बहुत सारे बैंड्स के साथ प्ले किया, खुद के भी बैंड्स बनाए मैंने एज म्यूजिशियन. मैं वेस्टर्न म्यूजिक प्ले करता हूँ नॉर्मली. I play Western. There are a lot of people are from all over the place. They don't understand Hindi, so that's why I always make my videos in English so that everyone around the world can join me and understand what I'm trying to say. अब मैं नहीं करता दिल्ली छोड़ने का. अब मन नहीं करता दिल्ली छोड़ने का. I can understand. I can understand. Maybe you feel like this is your hometown. For me, I cannot stick to one single place. That's the thing. I cannot. For me, that's the reason I'm moving. Later, I moved to Goa, and Goa was phenomenal. My experience in Goa for first 2 years was great, man. 2017 to 2019 was really nice before the COVID started. And obviously, so many people have lost a lot of things during COVID. And also, your English is so good, bro. I love you. Thank you so much, bro. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. The fact is that when I came to Delhi, I'll tell you one great work is there: forex trading, training, and training at Chennai. Are you in Chennai? Are you working in Chennai? I'm not able to understand what you're trying to say. Okay. So when I came to Delhi, bro, my Hindi and my English, both of them were so bizarre because I'm from Northeast Tripura. My mother tongue is Bengali. And back then, my Hindi, people used to mock me because of my Hindi and my English. I pushed myself to learn, to pursue, to speak Hindi and English. And I think I really, when you say this kind of words to me, it means a lot to me. That means my hard work finally, gave me some kind of benefits. And that's the thing, like never give up. Maybe people can mock you around and people can say a lot of things, but never give up. If someone criticizes you, that means work harder. So today's topic that I want to discuss, you try to speak Bhojpuri. The matter of fact, I did. I also stayed for a few months in Jamshedpur, and in Jamshedpur, in 2014, I went to Jamshedpur to play in a concert. There was one local rock show there was, and the local band, and I became friends with them through Facebook and all. So they invited me to play bass guitar in their band. So I just took a flight to Delhi Terminal 3, Indira Gandhi Terminal 3 to Ranchi Airport, and went there, and these guys are so lovely, and but the thing is that back then I had a brutal, typical, I'll say, I had a typical Delhiite accent, like Delhiite accent, like legends never dies. Legend is Sam. Oh my god, thanks, bro. So I'll tell you what happened. So I'll tell this to you in Hindi. So when I went there, like I had a Delhiite Hindi accent. So every time, everywhere I used to go, I used to talk like that. Oh भैया, ओ जरा वो पानी दे दियो. Oh भैया, chips मिलेगा. Oh भैया. And they were so offended because of my accent. They were like, "Bro, you don't speak like that. This is offensive." Farhan Khan, how is life going, dude? Okay, Stephen is asking something to Farhan Khan. So I used to be like this, but because in Delhi, saying things like that is really common, and it's their accent. Nobody's wrong, nobody's right. I'm not criticizing anyone. But in Delhi, it was the common thing. But when I arrived in Jamshedpur, I used to speak in my Delhi's accent, and my friends, they started telling, "Bro, you are being offensive. You are being rude to the street vendor and all." Where you born? I'm born in Agartala, Tripura. It's in the northeast. So, and they told me, like, don't say that. They don't say like भैया वो दे दियो, वो किधर जाइयो, ऐसा करके मत बोल, ऐसा करके मत बोल, ऐसा बोलिए कि भैया जी, दो ठो चॉकलेट मिलेगा, भैया जी एक पानी का बोतल दीजिएगा. it was so it was so fluctuating for me because I had to change between accents and all, because in one state these accents are normal, and in another states of India it's like totally different scenario. So but later, after staying for a few days, I have adopted how to speak like Bhojpuri, how to speak like people from Jamshedpur. I have many good friends from Jamshedpur as well. And later, back then also I used to dye my hair blonde. I think if you wanted to check this photo, maybe I have some of the photos in my Facebook from 2014. I think I'll have, and I always have this tattoos and all. So but I adopted their accent as well, the Bhojpuri accent as well. So बाद में क्या हुआ कि मैं ऐसे बात करने लगा था कि अरे भैया, हमको जरा एक तो सिगरेट दीजिएगा. अरे सिगरेट तो मिलेगा का. And I used to I was very fluent in that, and people started saying, "Bro, you look like a foreigner but you speak like a Bhojpuri dude." And it was funny, man. Good memories, man. It was good memories, man. And those who have just joined, please subscribe to my channel so that I can reach. I make travel content, blogging content, also martial art, cooking, music, multiple contents that I create here in this channel. Please subscribe. Your simple touch on the screen means a lot to me. So earlier I was also live. Steven know that. Steven is a very good friend of mine, and he knows that I was live a couple of hours back. And back then I was speaking from the rooftop, so there was not a clear light, and also now I'm back. I've started using my ring light again. So today's topic is dating. I know, like, so many people have this thing in their mind, like what are the things, like how does the dating thing works? Yeah, how does, like, what to do in a date, how to approach a woman in a nice way. I'm not here to promote or support vulgarism. I'm not really a fan of it. I know there are like a lot of content creators go to abroad, speak nonsense to the local people or the working girls and all, and I'm really not fond of it. I really don't support this kind of acts. But I'm here to discuss about the good manner, like how you should approach um, dating, what's not to do, what's the pros and cons, and what's the good, how to reach, how to react in a different situation and all things like that. Nothing about vulgarity, nothing about stupidity. So I hope you guys will be able to understand what I'm trying to say, and will ask me a lot of good questions, unique, which I'll be delighted to answer. So do let me know in the comment section. And how many of you have seen my vlogs, or you're just here for the first time? Let me know about it, because I'm curious. Is there anyone? Okay, I'll wait for your feedback, and then I'll speak again. And those who have just joined, please subscribe to my channel. Single tap with your on your phone through your thumb means a lot to me, and I make contents about blogging. I'm trying to blog as much as I can internationally, mostly. And recently, I was also in the southern part of India, but after that, I went to abroad and all. Right now, I'm on a break for like few more months, and then I'm about to hit the road again for the third time of my life. I hope this time it will be more unique than my last. Okay, majority feel far relationship don't last much. Far relationship don't last much. Is it true? Far relationship, what do you mean, like a long distance? Or I'm not able to understand, like, what is far? What does it mean? Far relationship? Can you please elaborate? Yeah, long distance. Yes, I. You know what? I also, like 10 years ago, I was also in a long distance relationship, and after that, I jumped into living relationship. You don't read my comments. I read your comments, bro. Like I already answered you. Where am I from? I'm from Northeast Tripura. I think you can see it on the map right over there, maybe Northeast Tripura. Yeah. So long distance thing, especially these days, like maybe it used to work. I know some of the people from my family, they've been in a long distance relationship and it worked. I don't know personally. I don't know what went inside their head when they're going through with it. But to this day, they are married. But it was like 10 years ago. Like so. For these generation, I really don't think long distance is a good answer, is a good or healthy or a wiser thing to do, because nowadays things have changed a lot. Back then there were no applications, there were no Tinder dating apps, so you can trust someone. And when I was personally in a long distance relationship, I feel like it's more into like toxication. You are just trying to you know stop someone to be with somebody else. Like there are a lot of trust issues, and there are a lot of, you don't read my comments. I actually did read your comments. Okay, I think it's the old. Okay, so there are a lot of toxications, and it feels like if you trust your partner, if your partner is like someone, I don't know, like angel out of heaven, if I describe in the right manner, maybe you can give it a try. Otherwise, I'll not suggest these days. Long distance are a big no no. It never works. It never works. Especially like wherever you are, you have a lot of opportunities to like be with somebody else. And when you will be with somebody else, automatically you will feel for that person. 10 years, 20 years ago, there were not many options like Instagram, Tinder, Bumble, like this. Game like Dare. What is like game like Dare? Like long distance relationship, which I'm talking about. So so things, I don't think so long distance work, but I know few people, for them it worked. And I know them personally. I'll be very honest with my viewers, and I know them personally, and none of them were loyal to each other. So that's the bitter fact which I'm discussing about. I'm not going to mention anybody's name, but that's the truth. Yeah, dude, people forget feelings as time passes and they find someone else. Yes, there does. And one more thing that I wanted to add here, like people that you said, like people forget feelings and time passes. Also, like when you are away from that person for a long time, automatically your feeling, it disappears, like, cause when you are in a long distance, that thing, the thing when you are with that person for real, in real life, things are totally different. Totally different. Simple things are really different. In long distance, you have to like catch up with each other always. Have to find timing to talk, to be with each other. It's more feels like a force. It's not natural way. Like when you are living with someone, when you are normally dating with someone, you go to a place, you talk about the things good and bad. You see a lot of things were completely different. But in long distance, you are just sharing things, whatever happened in your date, when you wanted to know whatever happened in that person's day. And maybe some way or another way, you are insecure about the feelings maybe that person can hide, and some things you don't want it to be discussed about. So, and also like there are other people's, like when, and we human, we're really weird creatures, I'll say, because we need someone's attention, we need someone's feeling, and when our partner is not with us, and when we see somebody else, and we feel like to our connections goes away, that's what happens, because I know a lot of people, they've been recently married, but I know them personally, they're not been loyal to each other, they are not been, loyal with each other. When they're away, they did their fun, they did their fun, but for the world, just to sake of the relationship, at the end they got married. And personally, I don't understand this kind of relationship. For me, if I wanted to be with someone, I wanted to be with someone. Like there is no chance for cheating. There is no chance for dating someone behind, and that's also the reason, like I don't want it. If it's a long distance, it'll never work for me. For me, it's simple because I don't want to go through the toxications in my life, which I've been through like 10 years ago, and now I feel like as I'm growing older, like 10 years ago, things were like pretty like I think Farhan and Stephen, both of you guys are from same era. I think you guys are in your early 20s. Okay, those are the typical marriages that fall in. What is later on? I don't get it. Fail later on. Okay, okay, okay. I got it. I got it. Those were typically marriage that fell later on. Yeah, dude. Like nowadays, things are like not as simple as it was supposed to be. Marriages are also failing. I know a lot of people like they got married recently and now they're about to get divorces. That's what actually scares me. And even like those who are not getting divorced, like they're living in a circumstances, in a bad circumstances, I'll say, and they're just running their marriages because they don't want to get a harsh divorce, they don't want to pay for the alimony, and that's also a thing, like also they're pressurized because of the society, because of their parents, because their parents put a lot of money in their wedding, so I'll say those who are getting married before 27, 28, they are doing a big mistake, at least, especially for men's, especially for men, at least wait until 28, man, wait until 28, because loves fade away really very faster these days, because we have a lot of options, and loyalty is, now loyalty sounds like a myth, to be very honest. Yeah. And as I was growing older, right, I was also in a relationship for a long time. Recently I was in a relationship. Those who know me for personally, you guys will know who am I talking about, but I don't want to talk about my personal life, mention about my personal life here. So, but the thing is that dating, dating in general, dating feels much better, like dating is much better than being in a relationship, long in a serious relationship. If you are, depends also like what are you doing in your life. If you are too much committed in your life like me, then probably relationship is not gonna be a wiser option. As generation passed by, relationship just became weaker and weaker. Today is a day where play with just like a game. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's true. And why this game? People play this game. I'll say, things that people are more into tags. People are more into tags. People are more into the fast food culture. Like they wanted to get it, they just wanted to get it just right away. That's also something, making things bitter in our society. And and people in India, what I think, people doesn't know the dating culture here. That's what I personally feel like. People wanted to be in a relationship as fast as they can, because they wanted to be with someone, or they just wanted to flaunt in front of their friends and family. That's also the reason why these things are not lasting these days, because it goes simultaneously for the girl and the boy, both side. Suppose what happened is like Bollywood culture is actually destroying our mentality, which have destroyed our mentality. So many things which Bollywood shows, it doesn't work in real life. That's what I have seen from my eyes. I ask you one thing, Steven, like what do you think about dating? Like What is dating? Can you explain in the comment section about whatever you? It's not that you have to answer it correctly. Just whatever is your in your head, just write it down so that I can continue this topic. Okay. Have feelings for one another, something which is beyond relation friendship. No, that's not exactly what is dating. That's feelings. Feelings and datings both are different. Like, let me explain. Dating is something like, suppose you wanted to know someone, just like simple. I don't know whether you're familiar with these dating apps called Bumble and Tinder and Hinge. There is also Happen, Bardo. There are a lot of multiple options for dating apps. Suppose you find someone interesting. Suppose I have opened my Tinder account here. Okay, let me open my Tinder account here. Okay, it's not working in this phone. Okay, okay, I'll not show it. It's not wise to show someone's face from Tinder and Bumble. Okay, fine. I'll just explain. So suppose you've seen one girl. Suppose there is one girl in your college or in your neighborhood, and she seems attractive. Nothing more but attractive. And how do you want to approach her? Normally, what Indian men does is that they stalk the girl. They get her phone number or WhatsApp number from some friend or some kind of jugaad, through jugaad or something like that, and then they started being romantic with that girl. And dating is not completely like that. Dating is when you talk to someone and when you go out with that person to know more about that person. Suppose you like not like suppose you find that person interesting, then you go again, then you meet again, then you slowly develop a relationship or feelings with each other. That's what a dating supposed to be. But the thing is that our Bollywood culture have ruined the entire thing. People go to date in India, especially after they start having a relationship. Then only they go out. Before the relationship, they only approach. They, especially men's these days, not especially men's. You know what they do? They like, if they see a girl, they will be over romantic to that girl. Say all the things about like cheesy stuff and all stuff like that, and then they wanted to be in a relationship. And I think that's the biggest mistake that the man does in our society. First, just know that person. Maybe this person looks so beautiful, attractive, but the moment you'll know each other, maybe so many things there will be, there will be different from one another, and maybe you never know, you'll never feel good about each other. And that's what people are falling for, that like they think the outer beauty is the everything, but that's not entirely true. I'll tell you what happened. I was in Chiang Mai 3 years back, and from Chiang Mai, there is one place called Pai. It's a hill station. So my friend Joseph, the person I was mentioning about earlier, and he said like, let's go to Pai and all stuff like this. So I went to Pai, and I stayed one night, and it's like a hippie town. I didn't like it much. It's like too many smokers and all. So I decided the next day. I decided that I'll leave. There is also a paranormal activity happened in that hotel, which is a completely different story. If you are interested, I will tell you. Yeah, most of them don't take steady decisions. Of course, bro. Yes. So the next day, when I was like, I was about to go from Pai to Chiang Mai again. So I went to have my breakfast at some cafe, and there was one girl, who just sat beside me. And first I said hi, and she didn't respond. And maybe she didn't notice or something like that. Normally, if I say hi to someone, and if the person doesn't reply, I never approach them back. But that day, I get it from there was some kind of intuition. Maybe she haven't heard my hi or something like that. So after a few minutes, I said hi, and she replied hi. And I normally asked her like, she seems decent enough, and I normally asked her where you from. She said she is from New York, and we started catching up, like, cause I watch a lot of movies, I watch a lot of Hollywood movies, so I know a lot of things about New York and all stuff like that. So we started talking and talking, and then there was a good friendship in between us, and later we decided that we'll go together to Chiang Mai, and I think back then I didn't make blogs, and and beautiful part about it, she eh, have started, she just started making vlogs back then. So she said, I asked her, like, what do you do? She said she's an ex-military, U.S. Army. She was in U.S. Air Force. She was ex-military. She she was in Japan for like 2 years. I think they have to do their service for a few years only, not like us that we have to spend. Our Indian Army, we have to spend around like 10 to 15 years, if I'm not wrong. Like, yeah, and the procedure is really hard, but for them the procedure is not that tough. Anyone can go. Like, if you are like physically fit, and you only have to serve 2 3 years, and if you wish to continue, then you can again join. It goes like that if you want to make it as a career. I think it's same with the Israeli army, if I'm not wrong. So she was from US Army, and she had just done her service. Now she's traveling the world, and she started making blogs. And I said, I make shorts. Back then I don't used to make blogs, and she actually taught me a lot of things back then. That day, she told me how to speak in front of the camera. And special shout out and thanks to her that today I'm able to speak in front of the camera. So she told me a lot of things about how to speak in front of the camera. Like, I was shy, I was like feeling like how to speak in front of the camera. Like, I had no idea. Like, she told me one thing, that treat your camera as your best friend. Even now, just I'm just speaking to myself in my room. They're like, you are just talking this through the comment section, and only few people are watching. But still, thanks to her, she taught me like how to treat your camera and all. And later, we have decided that we're gonna stay in the same hostel and all. Like, and we had a good time. We're still friends. We're not in touch, but I think we still have good memories with each other. And you can consider it as a dating, like, that's the thing. When you see someone, you just know that person, and maybe we will click, maybe we'll not click. If we don't click, we don't have to see each other again. That's the beauty of it. And if we click, if there is some kind of interest, and if we are curious enough, obviously we'll meet again, and never know, that's the beauty about the dating apps, especially. But in India, people doesn't understand this thing, even Tinder and Bumble. I've seen a lot of people, a lot of girls, they're saying they wanted to be in a long-term relationship. And I wonder, like, how come, like, someone can ask for a long-term relationship in Tinder, man. Tinder is just for dating. If you wanted to be in a long-term relationship, go to matrimonial site. There are like a lot of matrimonial sites. I may be wrong about it. I know there are a lot of people who got married through Tinder and Bumble and all. Like, these are exceptions, I'll say. So if you have anything, please do let me know. True, dude. Thanks, bro. So if you have any questions regarding that, please let me know. And those who have just joined, the one who have just joined, please say your name and let me know where you're from. Let me check. Did I got any subscriber or not? Meanwhile, I will leave you guys to say something. Yeah, one person I have subscribed. Thank you so much. Today's target is only 10 subscribers, and I already got one. So please, like, all I need 9 more subscribers. And I've before I come to this live streaming, I started watching others. I started watching, like, how does the other people, and every time when I ask for a subscriber, someone just goes away. Man. What the fuck? I should stop asking people, man. Seriously. But people believe the old style of physical dating is the real one, handing over a flower over a. Yeah. I agree, man. Yeah, that's the beauty. That's the beauty, man. Even personally, I believe the old style of dating. Like, but one thing I need to understand, like, what do you mean by the physical dating? Like, what's your perspective? Like, what's your perspective of this? But yeah, this is a beautiful thing, like going on a date, treating a girl nicely with some flowers, on a decent place. That's the beauty. Obviously, that's the reason I watch old movies, bro. First of all, I'm a huge fan of old, old school movies of Hollywood. I've seen a lot of classic Hollywood old movies, Casablanca, An Affair to Remember, His Girl Friday, Roman Holiday, and the list goes on and on and on. People meet, more often through online platform, which was not like that. Exactly, that's what I was saying earlier. Nowadays there are a lot of platforms. There are a lot of platforms which is good and which is also bad. Because we're getting diluted. We're getting diluted, and things doesn't work like the way it was supposed to be. But to be honest, to be personally, in my life, you know I, it will be kind of a controversial if I say that. In my life, I'm the one who is running away from girls. I'm not. I'm kind of proud of it, to be honest. Because for me, like I have said earlier, like if I wanted to be in a relationship for a long time, it makes me feel stuck. People meet more often through online. Okay, the old text, which was not in the past. Yeah. So that's the thing. Personally, I feel like that's kind of controversial for my freedom. If I wanted to live free. Maybe I'm too scared. Maybe I'm too independent. You should be proud. You have a huge fan base voting for that. Who, which fan base? Like, I don't get it. Like, there are only barely two people, including yourself, who is watching me. Which fan base? Man, bro, before I started doing this live stream, I was watching others live streaming, and it's made me scared. Like, I'll send you some other day, like, okay, hey, bro, I'm back. Hello, bro, welcome back. We were talking about, Farhan, we were talking about dating culture of India, and we're discussing about it, and how dating should work, and like the pros and cons of dating apps and all. These are the thing we're talking about. So I wanted to ask you, Farhan, that are you dating someone, or you are just single, just as me? Do let me know about it. If it's personal, then it's okay. You don't have to answer. Like, you don't have to answer. I'm just building up a conversation. That's why I'm asking. So that's the topic of today: dating. How should be like dating, and how should Indian men should approach. Single is best. Yeah, bro. How nice. Howdy. Single is best. Yeah. Have you ever dated in your life? If it's personal, it's okay. You don't have to answer. I totally understand. Like, you don't have to answer any kind of personal question. It's just I'm trying to build up this conversation, this live streaming. That's why. And today's topic is like dating, so it's okay. No, okay, 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 bro. So okay, all the best for your future dates. For all the best. So I was talking about my experience of dating. With few different girls from few different nations, and some of them were nice, some of them were experienced. Not say GF text nahi hai mere paas. GF text nahi hai. Okay. GF text nahi hai. Then you should get a feminist girl, bro. You should get a feminist girl who will pay for her half, bro. I believe in feminism. I'm a big supporter of feminism, bro. To be honest, the real feminism, not the pseudo feminism. I hate the pseudo feminism which is happening around in our society. जो हमारे सोसाइटी में चलता है, जो pseudo feminism चलता है कि you know what is pseudo feminism, but the real feminism is actually is important for the society. I really support the real feminism. And tax नहीं है. That's after that word tax नहीं है, GF tax नहीं है, man. You I'm speechless now. I don't have any other words to say. Like, how to tackle this word. GF tax, man. That's true. Girlfriends are expensive in Asia, man. Not just in India. Entire Asia, I'll say. Thailand is also same, man. Even Russian girls are also same. Uh, uh, I've dated Kazakhstani girl. Yeah, yeah. I should tell you the experience of my dating of with the Kazakhstani girl. I met one girl. I don't want to mention her name, and we're still in touch some way, other and we met through Tinder. We met through Tinder back in 2022 in Phuket. I was in Phuket, Thailand. So, and first, like, she seems okayish kind of type, like, and we decided to meet up in a cafe. So nearby the beach, we decided to meet up around 8:30 a.m. And back then it was September. You tell story of your life. Yeah, bro, sure, definitely. That's why I'm here. So in Hindi, bro, there are other people also. They don't understand Hindi. Even Steven, he's from Goa. I don't think she understand Hindi. That's why I make my content in English, so that the entire world can catch up with me. I'll gain more followers. That's why, like, I can speak in Hindi in personally, if you want. But in my videos, I only prefer to speak in English. But with you, I'll speak in Hindi. Don't worry. So I was saying, I met one girl through Tinder, and she was from Kazakhstan, and I'm not gonna discuss her name here. But she okay. We have decided that after meeting on Tinder, we have exchanged phone number, and we spoke for like half an hour. Cause foreigner girls, they doesn't have a game like us. And to be honest, I don't blame Indian girls for that, because boys are really cheesy, boys are really cheap, so they have to play their game. So in that manner, I'll say, I'll not comment anything. So that girl, I spoke with that girl for half an hour and all, and we decided to meet in a cafe nearby a beach. And it was 8:30 or something. And obviously, if you are meeting in abroad with someone, you have to be on, not on that time, before the meeting time, like. So I went there earlier. Aapka mobile name kya hai personally, मेरे को, bro, I cannot share you my phone number, but you can connect with me on Instagram. मैं फोन नंबर तो शेयर नहीं कर सकता, आप मेरे से इंस्टाग्राम पे ज्वाइन, इंस्टाग्राम पे फॉलो कर सकते हो। वहाँ पे आप मैसेज भेजो, मैं हमेशा सबको रिप्लाई करता हूँ, ठीक है। इंस्टाग्राम में मैं बहुत ही एक्टिव हूँ, बाय द वे। नहीं तो फॉल्स कॉल आएगा, पर्सनल मेरे को बता दो। ओके, सो आई थिंक इंस्टाग्राम में आप आ जाओ, वहाँ पे वहाँ से कनेक्ट हो जाओ। इंस्टाग्राम एंड व्हाट्सएप, एवरीथिंग इज सिमिलर दीज डेज। एंड सो आई वाज सेइंग what happened. So we met by the beach. We spoke. She had a cappuccino, I had a espresso, and we started speaking. We started speaking, and that girl seems to be so lovely person. Man, I have seen. I'm a big movie bluff. Hollywood movies love. I have seen all the biggest Hollywood hits. You name it, I've seen it. So, and I think that I'm too, in my personal life, I think I'm superior in this. I always take credit because I know a lot of movies. And that day she actually failed me. What happened is, like, I thought that she will not know that movie. I'll say this name, or I'll pick out that topic or something like that, and she won't be able to dodge me. And thing is that I am coding, and I hack Facebook. Okay, bro. Good for you, bro. Don't hack my channel, bro. Don't hack my channel, bro. So, so what happened is, I forgot the word I was talking about, man. Okay, we met, and I started saying, "Have you seen that movie? Have you seen PSL Love You? Have you seen A Walk to Remember? Have you seen this and that, like Sleepless in Seattle? Have you seen You've Got a Mail, and think classic movies like that?" And she was just not, she have just not only watched those movies, she also know who is the director and who is the producer and all like that. And she have also read the novels. I was like, oh my god, she's really fascinating. And after the coffee and all, you are very smart. You cannot tell me your number, bro. I don't. Why do you need my number, bro? Okay, it's not wiser to give my phone number, man. And those who have just joined, we're talking about, today's topic is dating. Please let me know where you're from and what's your name, so that I can connect with you. And please subscribe to my channel. And today's target is only 10 subscribers. That's all I'm asking. So I was saying, okay, but you are a legend, and I cannot hack legend's number. Thanks, bro. Dude had some great time out there. Yeah, thanks, Steven. So I was saying, And after the coffee date, we decided to continue, like, cause we were really catching up with each other. and and we started talking, and she told me that she's like fascinated towards to Indian males. I was like, really? A white girl from Kazakhstan, she likes Indian male? I was, I was feeling that I was having a piece of cake with cherry on top. I was like, oh my god, okay. And but I've also warned her, like, don't be like this. Like, you think that Indian men's are good and all, but Indian men's have a lot of things which you won't like, because there are some things I'll discuss about it later. uh, with the story. I'm final level of coding. Okay, bro, final level of coding. So she's like, she's fascinated with the Indian male and all, she likes. And we started speaking about our past, about our previous relationships. And she told me about her previous relationship, and I told her about my previous relationship, and we started gelling up and all. And she was so innocent, bro. She was so innocent. We were in Thailand, and she started complaining me about Thailand, about saying, look, they honk, they honk at the street for no reason. There are like cockroaches in the room. I was like, stop embarrassing me. You have, I have black belt? No, bro, I don't have any black belt. I practice MMA, so we don't have belts in MMA. But yeah, I also do jujitsu. In jujitsu, I have white. White is the toughest belt, because it takes at least 2 to 3 years to cross white to blue. And I'm not, continuously practicing jiu-jitsu. That's why my belt is not changing. So maybe in future I'll, but normally I do no-gi jiu-jitsu. No-gi, we don't have gis, so it doesn't require, skill is what you need, not a belt. Dude got uh 1 in 100 rare find. What does that mean, 1 in 100 rare find? Can you please explain, Steven? So we started speaking and all, and afterwards we started sharing things. And I wish if I can show you that thing, show you the, I think I have a reel, not with her, with about that place where we went on a date, on my Instagram. Let me show you, and you're gonna love this place, man. Okay, there you go. Okay, this was the place, but we went on a date at night. So nighttime view with someone in that area. We were walking in that place and having our conversation. Okay, the decent girl. Yeah, obviously that in this video you won't find that girl, but that's the location that I'm showing, where we went on a date nearby the beach. There is also one lake, and there are like roads across the lake. You can walk, and that's what we did. Okay, मैंने एक बार एक आदमी का अकाउंट हैक किया था, and guess what, उसने 50,000 रुपए, and I transfer money in my account. Okay, good for you, bro. I'm not gonna buy your story, bro. If you would have been a hacker, you would have been busy by hacking others, bank accounts and all stuff like that, big celebrities' account. You won't be here saying about your crime, bro. So I'm not gonna buy your thing. So we went on a date in that location in Phuket. We started talking, and we started sharing things with each other about our past and all. And things were so nice. Later we have decided that, and it was around 1:30. By the time it was around 1:30, we met around 8:30, and by the time it was 1:30, we decided that we were gonna have our dinner. Time went so fast and smooth. There is no way I can describe this thing. But unfortunately, back then, like I told you earlier, that I haven't started blogging. I wish if I would have made that, make it into my camera, like I did with Sophie. Those who are familiar with, maybe those who have seen my last few blogs, you'll know who am I talking about. And after that, we went to, okay, you tell me, कोई आपको परेशान कर रहा है तो कर लूंगा अकाउंट तो हैक. नो ब्रो, इफ nobody is bothering me, मुझे कोई परेशान नहीं कर रहा है. अगर वो करेगा रियल लाइफ में, मैं इसको पेल दूंगा अच्छे से. I'm trained enough to do this thing, so it's okay. I don't need to take. I don't need to hack someone's account. But if dude, I got some crazy idea. We'll discuss that later. Do it, bro. It's okay. Do it. Do it. Just discuss. I wanna hear you out. Why one screenshot? Why one screenshot? I didn't get it. Why only? Why one screenshot? Oh, मतलब इसका मतलब? Steven, I'm waiting for your discussion idea and money transfer in your account. Only one screenshot and money transfer. No, bro. I don't do crimes, bro. Continue that interesting story. Okay, okay. So later, you know what? We've decided that we're gonna. It's quite a night, and there were nothing. And I knew one place where, like, one restaurant, which opens till 2:30 back then. So we were pretty much hungry by then. So we've decided that we'll go to that restaurant, and that's the best part about the dating. India wants to know. India wants to know. Okay, okay, I'll tell India then. Sure. So like we're hungry by then, so decided that we're gonna go to that restaurant and eat. And that's the best part about I've dated in India. I'm not criticizing any girl from anywhere. But the fact is fact. When I used to go to dates in India, and it cost me around 1,000 Indian rupees, least 1,000 to 2,000. Normally, if you go to a date in a good restaurant where you can take your girl, obviously in India there are cheap places, there are expensive places. Cheap places are not safe. It's not safe for you to take someone, especially on a date, right? Because you know the things which happens here in India. But outside, there's the park of staying outside. So when I went to a restaurant, we went to the restaurant, we had our food, and the best part about the feminist girl is like if you pay for them, they don't like it, and that's the good thing. Like if both of us are earning, right? Even in India, girls are earning these days. Like, but we have this bad tendency that we need to pay for the things like that. I'm I'm from Spy Group from India. Access for me from Raw Group. It's not raw. It's raw. It's not raw. It's raw. 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 Research and analysis wing. Okay, not ROW. So we had fried rice. We had chicken fried rice, and earlier we had coffee. And coffee for I paid for my coffee. She paid for her coffee, and my coffee cost me 90 bahts, which is like I don't know. Back then it was like twice. Now it will be expensive, 300, around like 300. Back then it was probably 180 to 200, because Thailand's money is rising day by day. So back then I paid for my coffee around 180 in a fancy restaurant, where you have Wi-Fi and everything, air conditioning and everything. And after that, we went to the restaurant to have our fried rice, and it cost only 50 baht. Back then, it was like 100 to 110, and I paid how much? 300 approximately for a date, man. Can you imagine? With that girl, and the girl, she knows exactly my taste, exactly she's vibing with me, she knows, she have watched the movies that I've seen, and the best part is yet to come. And after that, we've decided it's too late and we're gonna go somewhere and sit. So I told her like it's too late, let's go to my room. And we went to my room, hotel room, and she saw my guitar, the one that I have here, the acoustic guitar. I know, I don't know whether you guys can see it or not, the acoustic guitar that I have. She saw my guitar in my room and she said, is that your guitar? I said, yeah. She said, can I play? And I was like, of course. Like first I have dated many, many, many girls in India and also abroad, and she's the first girl that who knows how to play guitar perfectly, I'll say. She said, like, please give me your guitar. You play guitar? Yes, I do play guitar. I'm a professional guitar player from 2009, since 2009. So I gave her my guitar, and she started singing songs in She started singing Russian songs. Kazakhstan was a part of Russia, USSR, before the Cold War. Before the Russia collapsed. USSR collapsed. So I gave her my guitar. She started playing songs, and I also started playing songs. Both of us, them, a girl asking that that golden dude, golden. Yes, bro. Yes, that you know. When I think of it, I feel like it seems like a part of a short movie or something, man. If I wanted to write a book someday, maybe this will be a story, man. Trust me, this will be a story. If I wanted to make a book, if I wanted to make a short film, I actually have the script, bro. I don't have to work on it. I just need to write it down the exactly whatever happened, you know. She asked me for the guitar and she started playing Russian songs, revolutionary songs, and all. And in between, I also grabbed my guitar and I also played her songs, you know, Bengali songs, some of the English songs, you know, mostly English songs, some of the Bengali songs which I adore, you know. And it wasn't like a date. It was like more into like cultural exchange, you know, exchanging time, you know. I cannot describe that moment, you know. I cannot describe, because these were something that was something that I cannot describe, and it was normally when I went on a date in India, normally like I introduce myself, I try to know that person, and things were like, okay, you do this, okay, what's your job, okay, that's my job, hello Farhan, hi again, so that's my job, okay, I do this, that's what I do for a living, okay, that's my plan, okay, blah 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 blah. But with that girl in that situation, it was more like, you know, I don't know, I don't have any words to explain. If you guys know any good words to explain, please shoot it down. And it was phenomenal, you know. And we spent the whole night like this, you know. And the worst part is about to come. Later, around in morning, she went back to her place, you know. We stay up, we played guitar, we just had fun, you know. And again, we met after one day, you know. After one day, we decided to meet again. We did exactly say we went on the beach around at night, you know. She's also like a night owl, just like she's also a night owl like me. So both of us, we don't sleep at night, we stay up at night, you know, we sleep in the morning. And she's into running as well, you know. She runs around, she goes for marathon and all. She told me about it. These are your tattoos is so big. Yeah, bro, yeah, it is kind of. And this hand is empty, I'll make again something on it very soon. So she's into a lot of things, and mostly that's the beauty of these. I don't want it to. I'm actually trying to figure out which word should I say, you know, because I don't want it to be sound like an offense, you know. I don't want to sound offensive to someone, you know. So they're into a lot of stuff, you know. Like I've also dated some girl from Panama, and she was a lawyer, and the list goes on and on, you know. That's the best part about feminist girl. Yeah, the feminist girl, they work, they have their talent, they know things like that. They're not depending on any man, you know. That's what I love about feminism. What's your religion, bro? I'm from Islam. Yeah, I can see that on your name. I'm a believer of Jesus Christ, bro. And please don't get started in religion, bro, because religion, I'm not here to discuss about religion here. I'm here to discuss about today's topic, which is dating and also my traveling experience. So please take religion out of this conversation. I beg you. So there's the thing, man. We met again, and same thing we did after 2 days, and that was the last meeting with her. You know, that was the last meeting because she was moving from Phuket to somewhere else to Chiang Mai. She said that, and back in 2022, I've already been to Chiang Mai, like I've said earlier. So we decided we'll meet for the last time. Maybe in future we'll meet together. You know, we actually decided to go to Vietnam after that, but unfortunately, you know, I was out of funds, so I had to come back to India. You know, so and we never met again. That's the end of the story. So moral of the story is like the way we met, the way we gel up to each other. No, bro, all religion human is brother. All, yes, nice word you said, bro. I love you for that. I really love you for that, bro. Respect, respect, respect. So and we met for a night. We shared the things which I cannot forget for my whole life, you know. And you can see it on my face, like I'm getting speechless right now, because I don't have any words to describe like what was the feeling. And the worst part, I'll not consider it as the worst part. I'll say it's life. You know, we had our time. we shared the things, we shared the song, we shared the stories, and that's it. That's it. Sometimes the things doesn't last forever. And by the way, that girl was Muslim. By the way, that girl was Muslim. She was Kazakhstani. Mostly, most of the Kazakhstani girls are Muslim. She was really nice, man. So things were really nice, man. I don't have any scare. And obviously, we haven't met again. That got to be the best documentary if made. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I regret about it every single day of my life after that, man. Why I haven't take out my camera. Back then also I was carrying the same camera, my GoPro 7, the one I'm using for my vlogs. Man, I regret it for my life, man. I should have captured that, man. I should have captured that, man. I actually had a photo with her in my Instagram status. I actually had a photo with her, but I had to delete it. You know why? Because my pervert friends, they saw that and they started stalking her from Instagram. I tagged her. So they saw that girl and they started stalking her. Because back then, I think back then you and I were not connected on Instagram, right? Maybe we haven't connected, Stephen. Back then, like, you were unfamiliar, I think, for me, and I am to you as well. So we are not connected back then. So that's what. But maybe if we were like, then you would have seen her face at least. You would have known her name. Your life funniest scene. Tell. Yeah, sure, definitely, definitely. After I end up the story, I'll tell you. So thanks for this thing, man. Definitely, I'm gonna share it. So funniest thing, there are a lot of funniest things. So first, let me complete this topic. So and then Stephen wanted to ask one question, right? Stephen, go ahead, please ask me your question. The story is like almost over, and I think we spoke on phone for a few times after that, and I think we lost in touch. I don't know why on earth. Like she have also unsubscribed me on Instagram. I don't know why. Like, but I have a phone number. But all of a sudden, like I think I don't know why on earth like she stopped speaking. I don't know why. I really don't know why. But last year I have texted her. Last year I have texted her like that I wanted to come to Kazakhstan and all. She's from Astana, and she said, "Yeah, yeah." She gave me some information about things, and she said, "I'm not in Kazakhstan, but if you come, let me know and stuff like that." Maybe if I go to Kazakhstan this year, obviously I'm gonna text her. Let's see. Let's see. Fingers crossed. What if? What if, Steven? What do you say? What if this time it will be documented, bro? If it's, I'm not counting on it, to be honest. I'm really not counting on it. If it happens, man, it'll be a piece of cake again, with not just a single cherry, but multiple cherries on top, man. Because I've been telling this story to a lot of people, like those who know me chats with you. Yeah. And those, what chats with you? Like you wanted to ask me one question, right? Please go ahead and ask right now. And those who have just joined, please let me know your name and where you're from, and I'll discuss. So let's connect. Let's connect. We're here to discuss about so many things. So today's topic is dating, and also like I make this live streaming for to discuss about the behind the scenes of my vlogging, video. So do let me know what's your name and where you're from. So and uh, so if I go to Kazakhstan, fingers are crossed. I'm really hoping that I'm gonna go to Kazakhstan this year, and I hope that I'll be able to like get in touch with her. Maybe I don't know. I don't even have any hope. By the way, I don't know because it's been 3 years already, and I don't know. Like people change, like people change. It's okay. It is what it is. I think I'm about to light up a cigarette. Please don't give me speech about not to smoke. I know smoking is bad. I'm not promoting smoking and all stuff like that. It's just a bad habit. I'm carrying this bad habit for like 10, 9 years. I'm gonna quit very soon. But before I quit, let me enjoy my smoke. What's your play mobile game? My play mobile game, first of all, I don't play games on mobile, but I play games on my laptop. My favorite game is FIFA, for sure. Call of Duty, Call of Duty, and Medal of Honor. Sometimes also Medal of Honor, but huge fan of what do you call first person shooter games. If it's not a first person shooter game, then only FIFA. Huge fan of FIFA. Okay, cool story. I believe that's one of thousand of your incidents. My brother Steven is very, very clever. My brother Steven is very. What's your question, bro? Just let me know the question. Give me one second break. I just want to go to the washroom and you know do my business, and I will come back very soon. FIFA World Cup is so emotional. Yeah, obviously, man. What's your favorite team, bro? Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna hit the washroom, and I'll just come back as soon as I can. Just give me 1 second. Let me take off my mic. Okay. Yeah, I'm back, man. Thanks for waiting. Thank you so much for waiting, man. Like Farhan, dude, stick to the story. Okay. So Farhan asked me that, like, okay, let me get back to my mic. Farhan asked me, "What's my funny incident?" Yes, Steven, thanks. What's my funny incident? Okay, there are many. Like, there are many. Okay, right now it's not clicking, but let me think. There are like plenty of funny things happen. There are plenty of funny stories happen, right? But suddenly I'm not able to recall anything. Mm, oh man, even in Delhi, I have a lot of funny stories. Okay, yeah, I have remember one funny story. Okay, back in 2015, since you are from Delhi, so I'm gonna tell you one funny story from Delhi. So, hey, come from yeah, I came back. Thanks, bro, for waiting. Thank you. So I'll tell you one funny story as you asked. So back in 2015, I was actually going on a double date. I had a friend. His name is Abhishek, and his girlfriend. Back then, it was his girlfriend. Now they're married. And I was with my ex. So we have decided to go to one movie. I don't remember the name of that movie. Back then, what? We're like a bunch of people, from the church group. So like we became friends with from the church group, the youth group, they have in church. I was 21, 22 back then. I think 22. I just turned into 22 back then. It exactly happened in 2016 around March. So there were like we had like couple friends, like we have like I have my ex back then, and there's one friend, Abhishek is my friend, and his girlfriend, and we both decided that we're gonna go to the metro, sorry, Select City Walk to Select. I forgot the name. PVR, I think. PVR or Inox is there. I think PVR is there, right? So we decided to go to PVR to watch the movie. So back then I used to stay in Chhatarpur. So from Chhatarpur we decided to, oh my god, to take the metro station, Qutub Minar metro, to go to Saket. And I think it's the one or two station only. I think Qutub Minar and then Hoskas and then maybe Saket, if I'm not wrong. If I'm wrong, then do let me know in the comment section down below. So we went there. We decided to went there. So all of us we met nearby, somewhere around our apartment. And back then, Abhishek's girlfriend, her name was Sharon. Sharon and I also were very good friends. So there was only few months ago. There was my birthday. Like they want me to give treat in my birthday. So and I was low on cash. So I was low on cash. So I asked Sharon, "Can you borrow me 500 rupees and all?" Sharon gave me 500 rupees because back then she used to work as a teacher and all. So Sharon gave me 500, and but I forgot to return that money. Like I forgot. But I returned her like around like 2 3 months later. When I wanted to, I said, Sharon, like, I'm sorry that I took your money, but I didn't return you. So now I have the money. Can you please take it? She said, it's too late now. You have to give me penalty. I said, okay, fine. Like, you have to give me chocolate. I said, okay, fine. I'll buy you chocolate. So what happened is, I was with my ex, and Abhishek is my friend, and Sharon was his girlfriend. And I bought chocolate because I was playing nice. Because if I gave chocolate to Sharon in front of my ex, my ex will kick my ass, man. So I was playing safe. I was playing wisely. I bought two chocolates. I told my ex that this thing happened, but so, like, she's asking me for chocolate, but should I? She said, yeah, fine, it's okay. That's not a problem. But I also bought a chocolate for my ex so that she don't make any scene later on. So I bought a chocolate for Sharon. I bought a chocolate for my ex. I gave the chocolate in front of his boyfriend, and and first he was okay because, like, he knows that we are friends. But thing is that Sharon made a comment on that guy, on my friend Abhishek. She said, look, he's also buying me chocolate, but you never buy me chocolate, and that actually hurt his ego, and he was so devastated. He was so angry. Whole time he didn't spoke. That was the funniest thing. And we went to the metro. We went to the metro, and um, he wanted to open the door while the metro is running. He was telling me, okay, bro, hold the door from that side. You hold the door from this side. We'll open the door. And I was like, bro, the cops will catch us and they will throw us into the prison, bro. And he didn't listen, and he opened the door while the metro was running, bro. And that was the funniest thing. Later, when you went to watch the movie, they were fighting, man. They were fighting all the time, and I was like, what happened? And me and my ex were like, what happened? Was there something like? And they're like, no, 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 kuch nahi hua, it's okay, it's okay. And the girl was crying, and the guy was throwing tantrum. It was a disaster thing, man. It was a disastrous idea, man. That's the Delhi-based funny story that I had. Yeah, bro. Thanks, bro. Have you subscribed to my channel, bro? If you haven't, please subscribe. So, what are the movies you like to watch, guys? Let me know. If you guys have any other another question, sounds more like a horror film. Yeah, bro. It sounds more like a horror film, man. It was a horror thing. Steven, what was your question, bro? Which you wanted to ask? I'm waiting for your question, man. I started enjoying these live sessions, man. Like, I know that I'm not gaining a lot of followers or something. And before I started doing today's live streaming, for the second time, that's the tactic we can use next time. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Ap- Obviously, bro, I've subscribed to your channel. And if you wanted to connect me, you can also follow me on Instagram. And don't think that I want to gain followers. I follow back. If you follow me, say hi. I'll follow you back on Instagram. We can connect over there. Don't think that I wanted to gain followers everywhere. That's why I'm telling you to follow me on my Instagram and all. I'll follow you back on Instagram. I'll tell you after the live session. Okay, sure, 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 definitely, sure. So follow me on Instagram. I'll follow you back. I'll follow you back, Paran, because he seems like a genuine person, man. And I wanted to be in touch with all the genuine people that I find out. So I'll follow you back if you follow me on Instagram. That's what I never unfollow anyone. If I know someone personally and that person seems interesting, I always follow them, man. And I always stay in touch. Like, you create one gaming channel. Maybe I'll do it. I was actually thinking to make a gaming channel as well. But thing is that, I'm a backpacker. Like, I cannot carry my laptop and my joystick. I also have a joystick. Let me show you. It's just right here. That's the joystick that I use, and I purchased it last year. It's a really good joystick. I must recommend if you wanted to purchase. It's like, it's not that expensive. It's 1800 only. Good gaming joystick, and battery lasts around, I think, once or twice in a month I charge, and I play games on it around at least 2 3 hours in a day, normally, and the battery runs really good. And it's been almost a year since I'm using this. You can also uh, change the lights, select the light and you can turn it off. It's really a fantastic joystick. But the thing is that when I'm traveling, I'm just backpacking, and sometimes carrying this stuff, it's really hard because so many places that so many places they don't have public conveyance, or and also to save money, I have to walk. So it's a big, you know it gets heavier when I carry my laptop and all. And most of the places, most of the countries, if I take a domestic flight, especially in Air Asia and something like that, they only allow 7 kilos, and they don't allow any check-in baggage. So it will be a big hassle. You have laptop and a phone, and an iPhone वाला तो वायरल वैसे ही हो जाता है. नो ब्रो, ऐसा होता तो मेरे सब्सक्राइबर्स नहीं होते भाई. आज आज की बात कर रहा हूँ मैं. शाम के अराउंड 9 से 10 तक, नहीं, 8 से 10 तक मैं लाइव आ रहा था. एक भी सब्सक्राइबर रन नहीं किया. अभी जाके दो हुआ है शायद. कहा यार, मिलता नहीं है. लोग मोस्टली जिसको लाइव मिल रहा है, मोस्टली दे आर लाइक सेइंग हे 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 subscribe, and they're like lot of mail, and they're subscribing, and they're not even sharing any kind of story. It makes me feel so sad, but it is what it is. It's okay. I'll work hard, that's it. मर्द को तो हार्ड वर्क ही करना होता है. वरना मैं भी तो आईफोन में सेल्फी कैमरा में ठुमके लगा के सब्सक्राइबर्स अर्न कर लेता. पर मेरे ठुमके कौन देखेगा? कुत्ता भी नहीं देखेगा मेरे ठुमके. और मैं यहाँ पे अब्रॉड घूम रहा हूँ, वीडियो बना रहा हूँ, 100 व्यूज भी नहीं. यही है मर्द मर्द क्या बोलते हैं, मर्द कौन का कहानी. पूरा मेहनत हम करे, ठुमके कोई और मार के क्राउड ले जाए. फरहान सैम के वीडियोस शेयर कर ले अपने दोस्तों के साथ. या ब्रो, प्लीज, इफ यू कैन डू इट, देयर विल बी अ ह्यूज हेल्प ब्रो. थैंक्स ब्रो, थैंक्स स्टीवन मैन. यू नो फरहान, ये जो मेरा दोस्त है स्टीवन, उससे मैं इंस्टाग्राम पे मिला. 1 साल 2 साल से ही मैं मिला. मैं पर्सनली नहीं मिला इससे. ये मेरा बहुत अच्छा दोस्त है आज के टाइम पे. आ, और ये गोवा में रहता है. और गोवा में जब मैं था, तब मैं जानता ही नहीं था, वरना उसके साथ मिलकर जैमिंग वगैरह भी करता है यार. ही इज ऑल्सो अ ड्रमर ब्रो. I wonder what will be your question, Steven. Like, it is making me so curious, man. Look, like, it's been 80 minutes since I'm live, and nobody's even watching my videos. Only you two nice people are here, man. वरना जो भी आ रहा है, एक उदय था, वो आके सब्सक्राइब करके गया. And other than him, nobody's even here to say anything, man. What's the thing, man? I wonder, like, ऐसे है तो, like, how to grow, man. Like, I don't know, like, how to grow. Like, nobody's even watching. सब्सक्राइब तो भूल ही जाओ यार. सब्सक्राइब, लाइक, शेयर. तो बहुत बड़ी बात हो गई यार. इसके लिए तो हाथ काटना पड़ेगा लोगों के सामने. भाई, हाथ काट दिया, खून निकल रहा है, प्लीज सब्सक्राइब. आई एम ब्लीडिंग राइट नाउ, प्लीज सब्सक्राइब. Sam Adams fan page is your best friend. Yes, bro. Best friend. Good, bro. Thanks, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah. I just scrolled down once. I saw skin 300 viewers on the next shot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. ऐसा है. Yeah, that's true. That's true. ऐसा होता है. पता नहीं यार कैसे है, कहाँ से होते हैं. Just forgot that. I forgot that. Yeah, there are a lot of people, man. Just, I'll show you one video on my phone. I, I was talking to Lavish. Lavish, the one came earlier, my old time friend. Like, I was showing him this live session. I was recording that live session. Some girl, like, eating something out of someone's head, man, and she's getting much more followers than me, lot more viewers, subscribers than me, man. And she's literally, if you want, then I can share you this video. And she's literally, eating something out of someone's head on live streaming on YouTube, man. And people are watching this kind of crazy stuff, man. I wonder what kind of sick people there are. I wonder what kind of sick people there are, and uh, I don't. It made me so devastated, man. I was like traumatized, man. I was traumatized that how on earth like people, gain subscribers. Like, is that the way to gain subscriber? Then I am out of YouTube, man. I'm not gonna do it, man. And there are like girl content creators, and they're just saying hi, 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 hello, 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 hello. No, no, that shit, man. Like people selling their bath water. Are you kidding me? Really, bro? I don't know about it, man. People are selling their bath water to earn? Fuck! And who on earth is purchasing that? People have that much of money to buy someone's bath water. Fuck, man. Yeah, man. What is going on, man? Like, shit, man. Hey, bro. I see. Hey, bro. See one Uncle G and Uncle G cut the baby hand and begging for money and fuck, really? Oh my god, ऐसा है कि हम बच्चे का हाथ काट दिया और पैसा मांग रहा है? भाई पागल हो रहे क्या लोग? ये क्या है यार, पागल हो रहे क्या यार? और ऑथोरिटीज क्यों एक्शन नहीं ले रहे इसके ऊपर यार? हमारे ऑथोरिटीज कहाँ पे? फिर एक दिन आके बोल देगा कि यूट्यूब खराब है, बैंड हो जाएगा यूट्यूब, बस सबकी दुकान बंद. शिट मैन, disgusting man, disgusting. That's really disgusting, man. Yeah, bro, in stream shit. और यूट्यूब को इसमें वो बंद क्या बोलते हैं, आई डोंट नो हाउ टू से इट इन हिंदी में. कोई वो नहीं लगाते क्या? कोई मॉनिटरिंग नहीं हो रहा है इसके ऊपर यूट्यूब से कि ऐसी चीज नहीं कर सकते आप? दैट्स रियली डिस्गस्टिंग मैन, लाइक very hard to get genuine people, dude. Yeah, man. But I'm glad that both of you have joined, man. Farhan seems genuine as well, and he came to the channel for the first time. Yeah, that's true, man. I don't know, like, I don't understand, like, and before I came online today, I was watching other people's stuff, and I was just seeing like how they coordinate and sorry, how they conduct their live streaming, and nobody is even telling story, and mostly the girls, they are getting subscribers. It's okay. I'm not against of girls getting subscribers. It's okay if somebody's working and if they're earning subscribers, good for them. I really appreciate. But the thing is that it's not even interesting, bro. It's not even interesting. The girl is just saying hi, 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 hello, hello, hello. Yeah, thank you, ji, thank you. Oh my, thank you, ha, ha. And there are like some people saying shit. Some people they are abusing, and okay, don't abuse, blah blah blah. I tried my best to start off this stream, try to promote from multiple live channels in the start, but later didn't work. Who, which live stream? My live stream, or you started your own live streaming? Who is the third person in the stream? Third person is Mr. India. Yeah, the third person. Who is the third person, bro? If you're watching, if somebody's watching, please let me know your name at least. Yeah, don't be like a Mr. India. It's just a joke. Don't get offended. You don't have to leave. So please let me know so that we can all can connect. And you know what's my motive? My motive is like if me, Stephen, Farhan, and if somebody else, if we are sitting in this live stream and we wanted to discuss things about like three friends from different part of this country or from this planet, we're sitting together discussing about like normally what people does in when we sit with our friend, right? Like we discuss about multiple things. I share my story, you'll share your story. I want things to be like this, try to get people hop from other live stream and here. Oh man, thank you so much, bro. Oh, thanks, man. Oh, man, seriously, Stephen, man, you are a lifesaver, man. You are a lifesaver, man. Thank you so much. Even my own family doesn't do this stuff for me, You are way beyond than my family, man. Even my family doesn't subscribe, and they don't even know that when I'm live or not, And you were doing this much to me, man. Thanks a lot. Hats off, bro. Seriously, bro. I love you, bro. Thank you so much, bro. Hey, third person. This is a joke. This is not bad, bro. Yeah, bro. Thanks, bro. Thanks, Farhan. And whoever is online, and please let me know your name, man. And that's what makes me, like frustrated. Like I wonder, third person is gone. Okay. So I was saying that's what makes me, frustrated. Like I don't know how on earth like things will change. Like I don't know, man. But I really enjoy. I started enjoying the conversation that I'm building with you guys. Feel like now what something which actually I'll tell you personally what happened. Now, like when I was in the road, sometimes obviously solo traveling, you don't have people to talk with you. Sometimes obviously I speak to my mom on phone, like and obviously I cannot say all the things to her because she will be scared or she will be worried. So like there are like no one to talk about it and everybody will then. But now I found I can use this live streaming, and I can whenever I feel lonely, whenever I feel like I have no one to speak, especially when I'm outside, when I'm abroad, or when I'm traveling, I can come online and I can talk. Third person is gone for sleeping. His dad is coming in the room. I think the third person just came and went back again. I don't know. So I can discuss about the thing, and also like I can discuss about the things which goes like behind the scene and all. Like yeah, because I really started enjoying these conversations, man. And I don't want it to be like a live streamer. I want to be more like a friend to you guys, more like a friend, like. And also I wanted to hear the things whatever you guys are facing in your daily life. जो भी दिन में आप करते हो, प्लीज शेयर करो. My Hindi is getting really brutal these days, because I don't speak in Hindi anymore. Like only with my friend Lavish I speak in Hindi. Other than him, I don't have anyone to speak in Hindi with. Third person is gone for sleeping. His dad is okay. So there's a thing, man. I can share and all. Like it's been almost 90 minutes, man. Hey Sam, fan page, where are you, bro? I think Steven went to see other people, maybe. I don't know, or maybe he's kind of busy. His name is Steven, and he's from Goa, bro. Okay, he's here, here, sir. Okay, I think. Thanks, bro. So should I end this right now? Cause there is no like only two, three followers, and Farhan, भाई स्ट्रेंजर मत रहना, ठीक है? टच पे रहना भाई. डिस्कस करते हैं बहुत सारी चीजें, बात बात करते हैं. और ऐसा नहीं है कि मेरे को सुनने ही आओ, ठीक है? आपको भी कुछ भी बोलना है, कुछ भी सुनाना है, कहानी वहानी कुछ भी जो भी आपके दिन में आपके लाइफ में चल रहा है, बेझिझक दिल खोल के बताओ, ठीक है? ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं यहाँ पे सब्सक्राइबर्स बटोरने आया हूँ, ठीक है? सब्सक्राइबर्स बटोर के मैं फॉलोअर्स लेके निकल लूंगा. नहीं नहीं, ऐसा नहीं. मैं कनेक्शन के लिए आया हूँ, ठीक है? मैं प्रॉपर यो हनी सिंह या. सो आपको भी कुछ भी शेयर करना है, कुछ भी डिस्कस करना है, इंस्टाग्राम पे मैं हमेशा रहता हूँ. और लाइव सेशन में अगर आपने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, जैसे कि आपने बोला है, आप बेझिझक आओ, मिल बैठ के तीन दोस्त चार दोस्त बातें करेंगे यार. मजा आएगा, अपने लाइफ के बारे में बातें करेंगे. अगर ऐसा मतलब यूट्यूब अगर ऐसा कर देना, मतलब दूसरे का साथ भी लाइव सेशन कर सके, तो और भी ज्यादा अच्छा हो जाएगा, जूम जूम की तरह. तब और मजा आएगा कि लाइक आई कैन ऐड पीपल ऑन माई स्ट्रीमिंग, एंड आप लोग भी दिल खोल के बोल सकते हो. आई विल डू अ बिट मोर रिसर्च, विल डू. ओके ब्रो, श्योर ब्रो, थैंक्स ब्रो, थैंक्स ब्रो, थैंक्स. तो हम लोग मिल बैठ के बात करेंगे. और ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि मैं ही बक रहा हूँ, मैं ही अपना वो. आप लोग भी अपना कहानी सुनाओ यार, मेरे को भी बहुत इंटरेस्ट होता है कि मैं. आई एम नॉट अ I'm not a speaker only. I love to listen as well. Listening is my one of my strength. Listening. That's why I'm good with girls, by the way. So आप लोग भी बताओ जो भी है, और स्ट्रेंजर बन के मत रहना, टच पे रहना प्लीज. मिलते हैं. और मे बी कुछ टाइम में मैं शायद आज का लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग बंद कर दूं. इट्स बिन 90 मिनट्स एंड आप दोनों ही 90 स्टार्टिंग से ही हो यार. थैंक यू सो मच मैन, थैंक यू सो मच. दिल से सैल्यूट दे रहा हूँ यार, दिल से सैल्यूट. लव यू टू ब्रो, थैंक यू सो मच ब्रो. यही तो बात है यार. Bro, casually flexing his power. Bro, you should quit drumming and start doing stand up, bro. I tell you one thing. You should quit drumming and start doing stand up, man. My sister's marriage of 20 dates. Your whole family come visit in where? Uttam Nagar. Bro, I stay a lot. First of all, thank you so much कि भाई तुमने इतना काबिल समझा कि अपनी बहन के शादी में बुला रहे हो, थैंक यू सो मच। मेरी मेरी दुआ ही रहेगी, तुम्हारी बहन मेरी बहन, उसके लिए बहुत दुआ ही रहेगी। थैंक यू सो मच पहली बात तो। यार उसका ज़िंदगी अच्छा रहे, उसका ज़िंदगी सफल रहे। शादी की बहुत-बहुत बधाइयाँ, शुभकामनाएँ। उत्तम नगर बहुत दूर है यहाँ से। मैं रहूँगा आपके बहन की शादी में, दुआओं में ज़रूर रहूँगा। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर इनवाइटिंग मी एंड माय होल फैमिली मैन। थैंक यू ब्रो, थैंक यू। मीन्स अ लॉट मैन। श्योर ब्रो। मैं दुआ में रहूँगा और ऑब्वियसली फिजिकली तो पॉसिबल नहीं है। त्रिपुरा इज वेरी फार। वहां से फ्लाइट करके या फिर ट्रेन करके, ट्रेन में तो यार एटलीस्ट 3 से 4 दिन लग जाएगा। पर तुमने बुलाया ना, मैं इसी में बहुत खुश हूँ यार। मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि मैंने दावत खा लिया। और मुझे तो दावत खाना वैसे ही बहुत पसंद है, स्पेशली मुस्लिम्स का शादी, इफ यू नो व्हाट आई एम सेइंग, बिकॉज़ आई एम अ बीफ लवर। आई एम अ ह्यूज बीफ लवर, आई लव बीफ। मैं जब दिल्ली में रहता था, मैं सर्दियों में 2 टाइम मेरा बीफ ही चलता था। और मेरे को कोई डर वर नहीं है इस चीज बोलने में, खुला बोलता हूँ भाई। और मेरे वीडियोस पे भी दिखेगा कि मैं बहुत जगह पे बीफ खा रहा हूँ। ओके ब्रो, बट यू आर रियली इज वेरी फाइन। या मैं तो बीफ बहुत खाता हूँ दबा के। मेरे वीडियोस पे भी दिखेगा, मैं खुलेआम खाता हूँ यार। मेरा खाना है, मैं क्यों ना खाऊं यार। जिसको खाना है खाए, जिसको नहीं खाना है ना खाए। बहुत सारे यूट्यूबर्स, दे डू trick like that. They eat off camera, but they in front of camera they pretend that they doesn't eat. They only eat chicken and stuff like. I don't understand. Like I don't know why it's even a big problem. Especially if I'm in abroad, it should not be a big problem, because in abroad you won't find things according to your niche. Like you have to compromise. And those who have just joined, please let me know what's your name and where you from. Let me know about yourself, and please subscribe. Today's target was 10, but now I haven't even reached around 5. So I'm not gonna ask anyone to subscribe anymore because nobody is doing that. So just let me know your name, just connect, and feel free to share your thoughts. I'm always welcoming towards to others' opinion, and always curious to know whatever going on in your life. Because my motive is to make this live streaming is not to gather subscriber. My motive is to connect with people. And of course, normally I make this live streaming to discuss about the behind the scenes of my video and whatever happened in my video. I make content related to traveling, martial art, things like that. Okay. फ्लड के ऊपर पता है लड़ाई हो गई थी हमारी, दिल्ली के लोग काउ टॉयलेट ड्रिंक। ओके, नो कमेंट्स, नो कमेंट्स, नो कमेंट्स ऑन दैट। मैं ऑनलाइन तो इसके ऊपर कमेंट नहीं करूंगा। बस एक ही चीज बोलूंगा मैं, लोग पागल होते जा रहे हैं। I don't understand, like, there are so many things I wanted to say, but I won't, I won't. It can be a little controversial. It can be a little controversial, and I don't want to poke any controversy. Okay, so I think this will be the end, right? Okay. Thanks, Stevens. Thanks, Farhan, for joining. And those who have joined, you haven't let me know your name. Please let me know your name so that I know who am I talking with. FBI enters chat. Okay. FBI. बट ब्रो, इतना हाई फीवर नहीं होना चाहिए। किसको हाई फीवर है? तुमको हाई फीवर है क्या भाई? आपको हाई फीवर है? Nowadays, everybody is getting seasonal sick, man, because of the weather changing. Sometimes it's too much raining here, sometimes it's too much hot. I think in Delhi, the monsoon has started. I think, I'm not sure. That's what my friend Lavish told me, that recently the monsoon have started. I think yesterday there was like raining and all, and today also raining. Even in this part of India, like, oh, it's raining outside. I don't know whether you guys can hear this pattering sound of the rain. Okay, bro, that's it for today, bro. Thanks for joining, man. It's been 97 minutes. Okay, I'll stay 3 more minutes just to complete my 100 minutes. I think it'll be the highest time that I've stayed online, or sorry, in my live streaming. But unfortunately, my subscribing criteria, is not even completed. It's just 46. Okay, I have earned 2 subscribers today. That's okay. It's fine. Better than nothing, I'll say. Mostly, sometimes I feel like an TPC lol. No wonder. What is TPC, bro? What is TPC? I'm not good with the short terms, man. Short terms is something I don't know. I'm not familiar with. So please explain. And someone has just joined us, like, and of course, like, you won't subscribe, you won't say your name, so I'm not gonna even bother to ask. Okay, one more person have joined, but obviously nobody's gonna subscribe, nobody's gonna hit the like button. Only Farhan and one guy, and obviously Steven always. Thanks, guys, man. Thanks, you guys made my day, man. Seriously. So, to okay, you play GTA, of course. GTA Vice City. I think I still have this game in my laptop. GTA Vice City. I started playing GTA Vice City in 2005. I don't think so. I think back then you were just born. If you were 20 years old, I think you were born in 2005. I guess 2005 or 2004. So I started playing GTA for the first time when I start. Sorry, I beg your pardon. I played GTA Vice City for the first time back in 2005, bro. And still last year, I was playing it. This year, I haven't played it. I think once or twice maybe I played. I'm a huge fan of GTA, bro. I'm a huge fan of GTA, and I'm really excited about GTA 6. I wanted to play the GTA 6, but unfortunately, my laptop is very old, so this game will not support my laptop. But the good thing is that downstairs where I live, there will be a gaming parlor very soon, and I'm waiting for that game parlor to like launch, so that I can go and play. And obviously, I'm really excited. Badly wanted to play, and I wanted to explore. Sorry, I want to try out the new protagonist. I think there are like girl character. This time there will be a girl protagonist, if I'm not wrong. There will be obviously multiple protagonists like GTA 5. I adored the GTA 5 a lot, but my favorite is all time favorite is GTA San Andreas, man. That's the best game ever. I've completed the whole mission twice, and man, I can still play every day. Like I started playing GTA San Andreas around when I was 14. It was back in 2008, man. And what a game, man! This is I thought it's not a game; it's the emotion, man. मुझे ये भी नहीं पता कि कंट्रोवर्सी कैसे होती है आपका पार आपके चैनल पर नहीं होनी चाहिए या नहीं you know what, I've been into a little controversy, back in a few months ago, I was you can watch that blog, what happened, and they were like, it was a mistake, but it wasn't a silly mistake, it was just a simple mistake, it wasn't my fault, I was about to say something, but I said something. I'll explain you off camera. I don't want to discuss about it here on live streaming. If you want to know, I'll just text me on Instagram. I'll tell you on Instagram. And that actually clicked a big, not a big, आप मुझे बताओगे कि कैसे होती है. um, पहली बात तो like I was in श्रीलंका, like in October last year. श्रीलंका में था. वहाँ पे ये उसके लिए प्रॉपर वीडियो है. इस वीडियो को देखना पड़ेगा. You have to watch the video to know what happened exactly. शॉर्ट में बता दे रहा हूँ, ठीक है. शॉर्ट में ये है कि मैं वहाँ पे गया. कौन सा जगह था, कैंडी से कोलंबो वापस जा रहा था मैं. तो वहाँ पे ट्रेन से गया. ट्रेन का जर्नी बहुत ही स्मूथ, बहुत ही अच्छा था. आई लव्ड श्रीलंकन ट्रेन. फिर जो होटल था, मैंने जानबूझ के होटल जो था मेरा वो एयरपोर्ट के साइड में लिया था, ताकि क्योंकि हमारा फ्लाइट कुछ दिन बाद ही था. तो हमने सोचा कि हमारा ऑलरेडी श्रीलंका का ट्रिप हो चुका था, सो I'll stay few days here, and then it'll be easier and it'll be cheaper, so that we stay nearby a hotel, nearby the airport. We don't have to pay much, and that area was kind of like a village, तो वो एरिया काइंड ऑफ लाइक अ विलेज था. तो वहाँ पे रूम मिल गया था. होम स्टे था. दैट वाज अ नॉर्मल होम स्टे. इट सीम्स फाइन. द रूम वाज रियली बिगर. फोटो में जो रूम दिखा रखा था वो तो अलग ही था. अच्छा था, मतलब देख के बहुत ही अच्छा लग रहा था. पर हुआ क्या था कि रिव्यूज booking.com से वो रूम बुक किया था. तो मैंने रिव्यूज नहीं पढ़ा उसका। रश में थे यार, ट्रेन ट्रेन में जा रहे थे, उसी बीच हमने कर दिया था। बैक देन आई वाज ट्रैवलिंग विद माय एक्स, सो उसी ने करा था। बट क्योंकि जब किसी के साथ होता तो मैं ज्यादा इन सब चीजों में ध्यान नहीं देता। आई डोंट लाइक नॉर्मली आई डोंट चेक द कमेंट सेक्शन, बट नाउ आई स्टार्टेड, दैट वाज अ मिस्टेक दैट आई मेड। तो रूम्स नए थे, वहां पे गया। जाने के बाद ट्रेन स्टेशन था कौन सा, गंपा, गंपा स्टेशन था। गंपा स्टेशन से वो एरिया मतलब अराउंड 12 to 15 किलोमीटर के आसपास था। तो कैब लेके पहुंचा, एंड दैट एरिया सीम्स लाइक very, what do you say, like very underrated. It's not in the city, it's not in the proper city. We got Sam having the best stories before GTA 6. Yeah, bro. So Steven, do you know the story, like, what happened with me in, like, in Sri Lanka? Are you familiar with the story? Because back then, it got little hyped. I was I've said a lot of things on my Instagram also in that day. I don't know whether you have seen that or not. Because back in that day when this thing happened, I was posting a lot of things on my Instagram, and so many people have replied to me. I don't know, I don't remember how many of them replied. I don't know, like, whether you have watched it or not. Like, have you seen the story which I'm about to say? No idea, dude. Hearing it up for the first time, I might have missed it. Okay, sure. Okay, let me tell you then. So what happened is, like, so we took a play. I was with my ex. I think you were familiar with my ex. You have seen her. Like, I used to post with her a lot, right? You've seen my ex photo last year, right? So maybe you were familiar. So I was traveling with her to in Sri Lanka. So when I arrived in that hotel, it was a homestay. So first of all, it was the pictures which they have showed in Booking.com. It was entirely different. The It was old. The place when we entered the place, it was stinky, bro. It was stinky as fuck, man. I don't know for since how long they haven't opened the place or they even cleaned it up. And it was disaster, man. It was stinking, and there were, like, what do you call this stuff, fungus. There were like fungus on the side of the wall, and there were like hairs on the bed, and we ignored. We're like, fuck it, just for a one night, like. And by the time we entered the property, it was around 6:30, and we are like kind of hungry, we are tired and all. And back then there was a graveyard, so we went inside, we took the keys, and there was one dog, one Labrador dog. So the doggy was really friendly, and the dog's name was Sonu. And I was like, I'm good with animals, so whenever I see dogs and cats, I always pet them and all. So the dog was quite good. I gave them. Uh, they gave me the key. Okay. Oh, you remember? Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, 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 yeah. So let me tell this story to Farhan. I think he's still here. So let me tell this story to Farhan. So I went inside. We went inside. The thing is that in Sri Lanka also, like, sometimes they don't take the cash right away. Like every other place, even in India, like if you wanted to stay in a, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm hearing. Thanks, bro. So even in India, like, uh, if you wanted to stay in a place in a hotel or something, first you have to make the payment, and then they will give you the keys of the property. But in Sri Lanka, which I think which is really nice, they are like more into like hospitality these days. These days especially because they are going through a reception and all. So they're like this. Okay, fine, you can give me the money later on. Like I was about to pay the amount, and amount was around, I think, 3,700 Sri Lankan rupees, which is around like 1,400, like 1,400 to 1,500 in Indian rupees. 3,000 or 4,000 Sri Lankan rupees was like something like that. So, and the lady said, you can pay me tomorrow. And we were like, okay. We went outside, and I called my mom. जब तक live stop नहीं होगी तब तक मैं oh man, thanks bro. I think इस कहानी के बाद मैं लाइव ऑफ कर दूंगा। आपने पूछा इसलिए मैं आपको बता के ही जा रहा हूँ, ठीक है। तो हुआ क्या, मैं हिंदी में बोल रहा हूँ, ठीक है। So since Steven already know the story, I think he can also understand Hindi maybe. अब मेरा हिंदी अटकता है यार, तो मैं कभी कभार इंग्लिश में भी आ जाऊंगा, ठीक है, तो बुरा मत मानना। So what happened is, like, I called my mom. I told her that, like, I found a place and all, and there was a graveyard. And मेरा मम्मी उसको, जो ग्रेवयार्ड होता है, सेमेटरी होता है, कब्रिस्तान, उसको डर लगता है इन सब चीजों से, उसको बहुत, उसको डेड बॉडी से बहुत डर लगता है, हमेशा से ही। तो मैं क्या करता हूँ, जब भी ऐसा सेमेटरी होता है या फिर कोई भी कुछ होता है, मैं उसको फोटो खींच के भेजता हूँ ताकि वो डरे। तो मेरा उसके साथ ये मतलब थोड़ा फनी सा मेरा है उसका, तो मैं उसको चिढ़ाने के लिए करता हूँ। तो मैंने वीडियो कॉल किया, मैंने मम्मी को बोला कि मम्मी क्या वीडियो कॉल करते, तो उसने कहा हाँ यार करते हैं। तो मैंने वीडियो कॉल किया, मैंने बोला देखा पीछे क्या है, पीछे 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 कब्रिस्तान था। एंड शी वाज लाइक, क्यों, नहीं नहीं नहीं, मत दिखा मत दिखा मत दिखा मत दिखा, ये क्या कर रहा है, अकेली रहती हूँ मैं। और कल रात को भी बुरा सपना आया। उसने मुझे ये बात बोला, कल रात को बुरा सपना आया। जैसे ही उसने बोला, इट वाज लाइक 6:30, मैं उस कब्रिस्तान के सामने ही था, और मेरे अंदर से एक गूज बम्स आया, पूरा चिल हुआ मेरे बॉडी में। बट नॉर्मली ऐसा नहीं होता, बट क्योंकि मैं हमेशा ये ग्रेवयार्ड वगैरह इन सब जगह पे जाता रहता हूँ। गोवा में भी गया बहुत बार, ग्रेवयार्ड में जा गया। इवन दिल्ली में कुतुब मीनार, उधर भी मैं ग्रेवयार्ड के साथ फोटो वगैरह खिंचवाता हूँ। सो फॉर मी इट्स रियली फेमिलियर थिंग, एंड आई नेवर गेट scared with this. Even in Kerala, I was nearby. I was used to walk nearby the graveyard at night. It's completely fine for me. Even in Sri Lanka also. बट वो ग्रेवयार्ड बहुत ही छोटा सा था। गोवा और केरला में बहुत बड़े बड़े ग्रेवयार्ड्स है, ठीक है। इन कंपेयर टू दैट, cemetery was really tiny. Only like 20 to 30 people के डेड बॉडीज होंगे उसमें। फिर वहां से निकले, मैंने और मेरे एक्स ने, वी वेंट टू ईट फूड। हमने खाना खाया, अपना खाना वाना खाया, जो पानी, जो रेगुलर का जो सामान होता है, जो पानी, जो बिस्किट्स, बिस्किट्स नहीं, जो भी ये वो सिगरेट विगरेट उठाया हमने। उठाने के बाद हम लोग वापस उस होटल में जा रहे थे, ठीक है। जब हम लोग गए उस जगह से, उस होटल से बाहर, उस ग्रेवयार्ड तक, ग्रेवयार्ड जहाँ पे था वहीं पे सारा जो ग्रोसरी स्टोर, जिम्स वगैरह सब कुछ थे। मतलब एक टाउन का जो मेन पार्ट होता है ना, टाउन विलेज का जो मेन पार्ट होता है ना, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, चौराया बोलते, क्या बोलते, सिग्नल बोलते, जो भी हो। तो सारे शॉप्स वहीं पे थे। फिर वहां से हम लोग सामान उठा के वापस आ रहे थे। बाय द टाइम हम लोगों ने डिनर करा, इट वॉज 7 तक था, तब तक अंधेरा हो चुका था। अंधेरा हुआ तो हम लोग चल चल के आ रहे थे। मैं पहले चल रहा था, मेरी एक्स मेरी पीछे चल रही थी। और चलते चलते हमें ऐसा फील हो रहा था कि भाई रास्ता खत्म क्यों नहीं हो रहा है। अभी तो हम मतलब आधा घंटा 40 मिनट पहले ही तो इसी इसी रास्ते से हम लोग मार्केट की ओर आए थे, और अभी जब वापस जा रहे, वापस जाने के टाइम इतना क्यों लंबा खींच रहा है ये, मतलब इतना क्यों लंबा खींच रहा है। मैंने सोचा, मुझे लगा मे बी, अब जब जा रहा था तब तो लाइट्स थे, अभी तो लाइट्स नहीं है, मे बी इस चक्कर में शायद हमें ऐसा लग रहा होगा, चलो कोई नहीं। तो हमने इग्नोर करा इस बात को। मैंने भी फील किया, उसने भी फील किया। फिर हम अंदर आए, सामान वगैरह रखा, तो मैं वॉशरूम यूज करने चला गया, ठीक है। इस बीच ओनर, हमने देखा कि जो हमारा बालकनी था, बालकनी का जो डोर है वो लॉक्ड है। तो मेरी एक्स ने जाके ओनर से जाके, जो ओनर हाउस होम स्टे का जो ओनर था, शी कंप्लेन्ड हर, लाइक द डोर इज स्टक, द डोर इज नॉट ओपनिंग, एंड what to do, like we need to go to the balcony and all stuff like that. And the owner was like, she said nothing. Right away she gave another room's key. उसने दूसरे रूम का की दे दिया, बोला कि ठीक है आप दूसरे रूम का की ले लो, उस रूम से जाके बालकनी यूज करो, दोनों का बालकनी अटैच्ड है। मैं वॉशरूम में था, उस बीच वो उस बालकनी में गई, जाके उस रूम को, सॉरी उस दरवाजे, उस रूम को खोला। मैं अकेला, मैं अब तो वॉशरूम में था तब। जाके वो उस रूम को ऐसे एक्सप्लोर करने लगा, दूसरा वाला जो रूम था, मेरे हमारे बगल वाला जो रूम। तो उसको ऐसा लगा, उसने मुझे बोला, मैंने ये चीज फील नहीं किया, तो उसका मैं कोई गारंटी नहीं ले रहा, उसने जो बोला मैं वही बता रहा हूँ। तो उसको उधर जाने के बाद उसको ऐसा लगा कि बाथरूम के अंदर कोई खड़ा है। तो वो सारा सारा चीज देख रहा था, ऐसा ऐसा करके। तो यू नो द गर्ल्स बिहेवियर, लाइक लड़की लोग होता है तो मतलब उनको एक्सप्लोर करना ही होता है कि ये यहाँ पे क्या है, वहाँ पे क्या है, देखना है, कंपेयर करना है। तो वो भी वही कर रही थी। फिर उसने वहां पे जाके ये फ्रिज खोला, उसने फ्रिज खोलने का, फ्रिज से गंदा सा बदबू आया, मतलब जैसे कि कुछ सड़ रखा है, पर फ्रिज में कुछ नहीं था, दूसरे अगले वाले रूम पे। तो उसको डर लगा, और मैं उससे उसके साथ 1 साल 1.5 साल से लिविंग पे रह रहा था, तो मुझे उसकी हरकतें पता है। एंड वो लड़की, शी इज, वो उसको डर नहीं लगता किसी चीज से, ठीक है। वो भूत प्रेत पे भी आज तक कभी बिलीव नहीं करा, और वो गांव साइड से है, तो अंधेरे में जंगल में रहना उसका मतलब आदत सा है, ठीक है। तो उसने कभी भी उसको डर नहीं लगा, पर उस दिन उसकी फट रही है। और वो उधर जैसे उस रूम पे एक्सप्लोर करा, उसको बालकनी में जा रही थी, गया एक्सप्लोर करा। उसको पूरा टाइम ये लग रहा था कि बाथरूम के अंदर कोई छुप के बैठा है, किसी का मतलब, अब भाई बोलते हुए डर लग रहा है यार, इट्स लाइक ऑलमोस्ट 2:30। सो उसको लग रहा था कि कुछ है, तो वो बाथरूम में घुसने जा ही रही थी, तब उसको डर लगा कि नहीं घुसते, तो वो वापस आ गई। फिर वापस आया, तब तक मैं बाथरूम से निकल गया। बाथरूम से निकलने के बाद मैं बैठा हुआ था, मैं देख रहा हूँ कि वो छटपटा रहा है, ऐसा-ऐसा कर रहा है, छटपटा रहा है, ये कर रहा है वो। मैंने उसको ऐसा करते हुए कभी नहीं देखा। फिर मुझे लगा कि यार, मैंने पूछा कि क्या हुआ? व्हाट हैपेंड? लाइक इज देयर समथिंग रॉन्ग एंड ऑल? शी सेड नो, लाइक बदबू आ रहा है बहुत, सफोकेशन सा हो रहा है, अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है, ये मुझे नहीं रहना है यहाँ पे, अच्छा नहीं लग। मैंने बोला कि यार, एक ही रात तो है, कौन-सा हमें यहाँ पे महीने-महीने रहना है, या फिर कौन-सा हमने प्लॉट खरीद लिया। एक ही रात है, सो जाएँगे, कल सुबह उठ के निकल लेंगे, ऐसे ही 11 बजे चेकआउट करना होता है। तो पूरा पैनिक हालत पे थी वो। मैं देख के मुझे गुस्सा आ रहा था कि यार, इतना क्या पैनिक कर रहा है, मतलब इतने दिनों से हम लोग इधर-उधर रह रहे थे, ठीक है? इफ यू सी माय ओल्ड ब्लॉग्स, यू विल सी लाइक हाउ मच यू वर ट्रैवलिंग हियर एंड देयर अर्लियर। ये सारी चीज़ ब्लॉग में नहीं है, जो बिहाइंड द सीन्स, यही इसीलिए मैं ये लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग रखता हूँ, तो बिहाइंड द सीन्स को डिस्कस कर सकूँ। फिर ये सब हुआ, छटपटा रही है, साँस नहीं आ रही, अगर हमने खिड़की वगैरह खोल दी। खिड़की वगैरह खोला तो मच्छर आ रहा है अंदर, और क्योंकि सामने ही जंगल था, और जो उनका मेन एयरपोर्ट है, क्या नाम है एयरपोर्ट का, भूल गया। श्रीलंका का जो मेन एयरपोर्ट है, भूल गया इसका नाम। कट्टा समथिंग लाइक, आई फॉरगॉट द नेम। तो उसका सामने दिख रहा था कि उसकी खिड़की से दिखता है कि प्लेन जब भी लैंड होता है, वो दिखता है वहां से। तो छटपट कर रही है, ये सब उसको बोल रही है कि मेरे को नहीं रहना है, ये वो। मैंने बोला कि यार, शांत हो जा प्लीज, कुछ नहीं। सैम, फैन पेज, यू हेयरिंग? आई थिंक स्टीवन स्टीवन पहले ही, जब जब ये किस्सा हुआ था, स्टीवन उसी दिन देखा लाइव, मतलब इंस्टाग्राम में मैं अपडेट कर रहा था, तो उसको पता है स्टोरी। ओके, स्टीवन भी है। चलो, फिर छटपट कर रहा है, ऐसा ऐसा ऐसा। फिर मेरा दिमाग खराब हो रहा है, मेरा भी अच्छा नहीं लगा कि यार, कोई बैठ के ही हो रहा है। जैसे तैसे करके हमने टाइम स्पेंड कर दी, 10 बज गया, ठीक है। हमें क्या है, 10-11 इसके बाद सो जाएंगे, फिर निकलेंगे यहाँ से। तो ऐसे सिचुएशंस के लिए मैं क्या करता हूँ, कभी भी ट्रैवल करता हूँ, तो मैं हमेशा अपने साथ एक दारू रखता हूँ, ठीक है। अब कोई बोल सकता है ड्रिंकिंग इज नॉट गुड, आई एम नॉट प्रमोटिंग अल्कोहल, बट समटाइम इट हेल्प्स, यू नो। सो मेरे पास कुछ श्रीलंकन, क्या था, उरक उरक क्या बोलते हैं, उरक, आई थिंक गोवा में भी उरक या अराक, अराक क्या बोलते हैं स्टीवन, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग, अराक, आई थिंक अराक, राइट। तो जो कोकोनट का बना होता है, आई थिंक गोवा में भी फेमस है काफी ये। तो श्रीलंकन अराक था, तो वो मैंने निकाला अपने बॉटल से। मैं या अराक, यस अराक। तो अराक रखा हुआ था, सो वो मैं पीने लगा, और मेरा यार अच्छा नहीं लगा। तो मेरा एक दोस्त है जो मिजोरम से है, उससे मैं थाईलैंड में मिला था, बट शी इज फ्रॉम मिजोरम। वी आर रियली गुड फ्रेंड्स इवन टुडे। तो मैं उससे उसे टेक्सटिंग कर रहा था कि ऐसे ऐसे श्रीलंका में हूँ, मतलब अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है, मे बी हम लोग जा सकते हैं अभी ऐसे, कि ये जगह डर लग रहा है। मैं बस उसको टेक्स्ट कर रहा था, ठीक है, मैं बस उसको टेक्स्ट कर रहा था व्हाट्सएप पे, इसी फोन से, कि एंड टाइम वो रखा था 10:30। तो मैंने उसको टेक्स्ट करके बोला कि अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है अभी। वो मेरे एक्स को भी जानती है, तो मैंने बोला कि उसको तो बहुत डर लग रहा है, मेरे को भी ठीक नहीं लग रहा है, उसको भी पैनिक हो रही है, उसको ऐसा ऐसा लग रहा है, ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला। ये एरिया लग रहा है, और यहाँ पे एक ग्रेवयार्ड है। मैंने बस ये टाइप किया, यहाँ पे देर इज अ ग्रेवयार्ड नियर बाय आवर होटल। मैंने बस ये टाइप करा, और मैं व्हाट्सएप पे उसको सेंड करने ही वाला था, ठीक है। जैसे ही मैं सेंड करने वाला था, मेरा लिटरली, आई एम नॉट मेकिंग दिस अप, जैसे आई वाज अबाउट टू प्रेस दिस स्क्रीन, तभी धम करके बड़ा सा आवाज आया कहीं से, धम करके, एंड बिजली चला गया उसी मोमेंट में, जब मैं टेक्स्ट कर रहा था। मैं बना के नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, आई कैन टच द बाइबल, आई कैन स्वेयर टू इट, ठीक है। तभी ये हुआ, और वाईफाई गया, एसी गया, पानी गया, वाटर वाटर गया, सब गया, ठीक है। फटी हमारी की उसी टाइम, कैसा हो सकता है, जब मैं टेक्स्ट कर रहा था कि देयर इज अ ग्रेवयार्ड, उसी टाइम बिजली चला गया। फिर हम लोग 20 मिनट तक वेट करा, बिजली बिजली कुछ नहीं है। यस यस यस, एग्जैक्टली। आगे सुनो क्या हुआ, आगे सुनो क्या हुआ। उसी टाइम गया, और वो, द ओनर ऑफ द प्लेस वाज क्रिश्चियन, तो उसके घर के बाहर लिखा हुआ था गॉड ब्लेस। फनी स्टोरी दो, ठीक है। 20 मिनट तक हमारे पास कोई लाइट नहीं आया, कोई इन्वर्टर, कोई जनरेटर, कुछ नहीं। फोन का फ्लैश लगाया हमने, नीचे गए हम लोग की कंप्लेन करने की, देखो ओनर नीचे ही रहती है, कि लाइट का कुछ जुगाड़ करो। हम 10 मिनट तक नॉक करते रहे कि कोई आएगा, कुछ तो बोलेगा। किसी ने कुछ जवाब नहीं दिया। उनको पता है कि भाई, तुम पैसे ले रहे हो, ठीक है, तुम पैसे ले रहे हो, तुम्हें पैसे दे के रह रहे हैं। पैसे तो सिर्फ घर के लिए नहीं दे रहे ना, बिजली के लिए दे रहे, पानी के लिए दे रहे, एसी के लिए भी दे रहे, पंखा के लिए भी दे रहे, राइट। और रहने का हो तो तुम्हें कैंप करके ना रह लो किसी भी प्लेटफॉर्म में ना रह लो, अगर सिर्फ सिर्फ सोना ही है तो हमें छोड़ो। नॉक करते रहे, किसी ने आवाज नहीं दिया, जो जो डॉग था उनका। एंड देन व्हाई ऑल यू आर लॉक्ड ओवर देयर ओनली नाइट, या एंड देन यू ऑल वर लॉक्ड, यस 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 यस, हाँ आ रहा हूँ मैं भी इस चीज में। तो मेरा जो दोस्त जो जिससे बात होता था, शी सेड कि भाग जाओ वहां से, सामान वगैरह लेके भाग जा। गेट भी लॉक था, बाहर अंदर से उसने ताला मार के अंदर घुस गई वो। गेट भी लॉक था कि बाहर जा ही नहीं सकते, जाना है तो दीवार टपकाना पड़ेगा। मैं तो टपक लो, लड़की को से मैं टपकाऊ, समझ रहे हैं ना मतलब, लिटरली। फिर क्या हुआ, नॉक कर रहा हूँ मैं, जो डॉगी था वहीं पे बैठ के देख रहा था, ठीक है, जो नॉर्मल था, उसका वो पूछ हिल रहा था ऐसा ऐसा करके। सडनली वो डॉग उठ के खड़ा हुआ, ऐसा करके। हम लोग यहाँ पे थे, वो डॉग हमारे सामने था, लेटा हुआ था पहले बाहर। फटाक से उठा, उठ के उसने ऐसे देखा दूसरे ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन पे, हम लोग यहाँ पे थे। यहाँ पे देख के पो 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 ऐसा करके भौंकने लगा, ऐसे पो 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 पो। ऐसा है कि कोई, ऐसा फील हुआ है कि यहाँ से कोई सामने आया हमारे। और कुछ देखो, गूज बम्स आ रहा है बोलते हुए, ऐसा करके कोई सामने आया। उसकी भी फटी, मेरी भी फटी, ठीक है। उसने बोला कि चल चल चल, हो गया, बिजली बिजली, ऊपर चलते ऊपर चलते। मेरे को जितना साम्स का प्रेयर आता है बाइबल से, उतना मैंने प्रेयर करना स्टार्ट करा। ऊपर गए हम लोग, दरवाजा लॉक किया, लिटरली बाइबल लेके, मैं हमेशा अपना बाइबल कैरी करता हूँ जहाँ पे भी जाता हूँ, ठीक है। बाइबल पढ़ पढ़ के हम लोग बात कर रहे थे, सॉरी प्रेयर कर रहे थे कि जीसस प्रोटेक्ट करो, जो भी साम्स के जितने भी प्रेयर्स थे, हम लिटरली बाइबल पढ़ के प्रेयर कर रहे थे। उसको मैंने बोला जोर जोर से प्रेयर कर, कुछ मत कर अभी, कुछ सोच मत। और मेरा इससे पहले भी इन सब चीजों से पाला पड़ चुका है, मैंने एक ब्लॉग पे भी मैंने ये कहानी डिस्कस किया है, गोवा में भी थोड़ा मेरा एक्सपीरियंस है। तो मुझे पता है ये सब चीजें कैसे काम करता है, ये जब जैसे मूवीज में दिखाता है वैसे नहीं होता है। ये इंसानों के बीच खटास पैदा कर देता है, ये नेगेटिविटी एक बहुत गंदा वाला नेगेटिविटी होती है। और वो भूत ऐसे जिसे मूवीज में दिखाते हैं वैसे नहीं होता है, वो अलग ही लेवल पे होता है। चलो चलो, किसी और दिन इस बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे। फिर बाइबल से पढ़ने लगे, और मैं, मेरा दिमाग चलने लगा कि भाई अब अगर यहाँ पे कुछ होता है, मतलब कुछ भी होता है, मतलब किस लोगों को कैसे पता चलेगा। तो मैंने बनाने लगी वीडियो। मैंने वो वीडियो है अभी भी, तुमको इस ब्लॉग, मेरे ब्लॉग में दिख जाएगा। वीडियो बना के मैंने इंस्टाग्राम पे पोस्ट करी। जितने भी मेरे नोन लोग थे, जो जितने भी मेरे दोस्त लोग हैं, उन सबको मैंने पर्सनली व्हाट्सएप पे मैंने मैसेज करा कि भाई देख, ऐसा ऐसा हो रहा है मेरे साथ, अगर कल को मेरा रिप्लाई नहीं आता है, कल को कुछ अगर कुछ भी नहीं होता, तो समझ लेना कि मैं अपना लोकेशन दे रहा हूँ, मैं इस लोकेशन पे हूँ, मेरा डेड बॉडी, या फिर मैं यही से गायब हुआ हूँ। मैंने लिटरली अपने जितने भी दोस्त थे, 10-15 दोस्त, और इंस्टाग्राम वगैरह हर जगह पे मैंने पोस्ट कर दी। फिर जैसे तैसे करा, 2:30-3 बजे तक हम लोग सोए। अगले दिन सुबह हम लोग उठे 7:30-8 तक। सुबह ओनर मुंह उठा के आता है कि बोलते कि हेलो, आई एम सॉरी फॉर द इनकन्वीनियंस, यू नो देयर वाज अ एक्सीडेंट, दैट्स व्हाई देयर इज द पावर कट। तब मैं फिर से वॉशरूम में था। उसने बात बात किया, तो ब्रेकफास्ट दिया इन लोगों ने। ब्रेकफास्ट भी क्या दिया पूछो ही मत, दिया 2 ब्रेड, 2 टमाटर के स्लाइस, एक ऑमलेट, और कॉफी। और लिटरली जो बर्तन थे उसमें से भी स्मेल आ रहा था। ठीक है, कहानी अभी खत्म नहीं हुआ। फिर क्या हुआ, मैं नीचे गया कि अभी चेकआउट करना है। मैंने बोला कि कितना हुआ। तो ओनर खुद से बोलती है वैसे तो 3700 है, पर सिंस देयर वाज नो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, यू ओनली पे अस 3000। मैंने बोला व्हाई, I paid for electricity, I paid for the AC, I paid for the water, hot water, and there was nothing. And worst case, and the worst scenario was that you didn't even came to provide us any kind of backup, any kind of light. At least you should have asked anything. तो बोलते हैं नो एक्सीडेंट हुआ है, तो मैं क्या करूँ। मैंने बोला कि आपको आगे एटलीस्ट पूछना तो चाहिए ना, कि एटलीस्ट कैंडल तो पूछ लो यार, कैंडल तो हर किसी के पास होता है, राइट, कैंडल तो पूछ ही सकते हो ना। और उस औरत ने कुछ वर्स्ट पार्ट, मतलब शॉकिंग पार्ट ये लगा, मुझे लगा कि एटलीस्ट वो औरत झगड़ा करेगी मेरे से, कुछ तो बोलेगी, या तो लोग इकट्ठा करेंगे, या तो किसी और को लेके आएंगे। पर जैसे ही मैंने बोला ना, मैंने बोला कि मैं हाफ पेमेंट करूंगा, 1500 दूंगा, उसने कुछ नहीं बोला, उसने बोला ओके। तभी मेरे को लगा पक्का यहाँ पे कुछ तो हुआ है यार, कुछ तो हुआ है। फिर बाहर गया मैं, बाहर जाके मैं श्रीलंका में एक वो होता है, ऐप होता है पिकमी, इट्स लाइक उबर, इट्स लाइक उबर, उनका उबर है पिकमी। तो पिकमी से मैं कैब बुक कर रहा हूँ। आधा घंटा 1 घंटा हो गया, 10:30 से 11:30 हो गया। धूप में खड़े हैं, कोई भी टैक्सी नहीं आ रहा है, दिन दोपहर में उस जगह पे नहीं आ रहा है, उनको लोकेशन ही नहीं मिल रहा है। तो बगल में एक शॉप था, शॉप वाली आंटी अच्छी थी। तो मैंने उससे पूछा कि आंटी यहाँ पे कुछ हुआ है क्या, यहाँ पे कुछ सीन है क्या। इससे पहले वो आंटी अच्छे से बात करी थी, जैसे ही मैंने उससे पूछा आंटी यहाँ पे कुछ सीन हुआ है क्या, मतलब शी वाज लाइक सॉरी आई डोंट स्पीक इंग्लिश, आई एम सॉरी आई डोंट नो आई स्पीक इंग्लिश। उसने मेरे को कुछ बताया नहीं, और मेरे डाउट्स क्लियर होते गए। फिर क्या हुआ, मैंने हमने फाइनली डिसाइड किया कि चलो यार यहाँ से चल के निकलते हैं, कि इस एरिया में तो वाईफाई भी नहीं है, इंटरनेट भी नहीं है, बिजली तो आ ही नहीं रहा एक दिन से। फिर हम लोग वहां से बैग वगैरह उठा के, तब मैं गिटार के साथ भी ट्रैवल कर रहा था, तो मैं निकले हम लोग। रास्ते में दिखा, वो उसका फोटो भी मैंने डाल रखा अपने ब्लॉग पे, वो दिखेगा, अगर आप ब्लॉग देखोगे तो वो आपको दिख जाएगा। तो वहां पे दिखा कि वो गाड़ी वहां पे लिटरली, उसमें वो ठुका हुआ था, एक गाड़ी ठुक रखा था पिलर में, इसके जो पिलर था उसका फोटो भी है इस ब्लॉग में। और इसके वजह से पावर कट, और वो तभी हुआ जब मैं टाइप कर रहा था। ठीक है। फिर उस एरिया से, उसी रोड से निकले। जब उस रोड से निकल रहे थे, फिर से 2 मिनट में रोड क्रॉस हो गया, मतलब रोड कंप्लीट हो गया। जब रात को जब वापस आ रहा था, तब एटलीस्ट 10 या 15 मिनट लगा। फिर वहां से निकल के किसी और शॉप पे जाके बैठे, वहां पे ड्रिंक्स वगैरह खरीदे, कुछ कोल्ड ड्रिंक वगैरह खरीद के वहां से टैक्सी बुक किया। 2 मिनट में टैक्सी आ गई। फिर हम लोगों ने पहले ही होटल बुक कर रखा था दूसरी जगह पे। दूसरे वाले होटल पे गए हम लोग। जाने के बाद मेरे को वो चुल की भाई, क्या हो सकता है, उस एरिया का हिस्ट्री निकालते। फिर, मतलब डोंट बिलीव मी, मेरे बात पे यकीन मत करो। उस जगह का नाम बता रहा हूँ, उस जगह का नाम है कटुनायका। कटुनायका। तुम बस गूगल में या फिर यूट्यूब में कटुनायका हॉरर स्टोरीज टाइप करो, कटुनायका एक्सीडेंट्स, कटुनायका हॉरर स्टोरीज टाइप करो। मेरे को, डोंट ट्रस्ट मी, डोंट ट्रस्ट माई वर्ड, यू डू योर रिसर्च। खुद जाओ यूट्यूब पे, खुद जाओ। और मैंने उसका स्क्रीनशॉट अपने ब्लॉग पे भी डाल रखा है, ठीक है। गूगल वाली स्क्रीनशॉट मैंने अपने, सॉरी, वीडियो रिकॉर्डिंग शेयर मैंने खुद अपने यूट्यूब पे कर रखा है। वहां पे जाओ। फिर मैंने गया, सर्च किया, सर्च करने के बाद पाया कि वहां पे एक से एक एक्सीडेंट होते आ रहे हैं बहुत टाइम से। एक सबसे खतरनाक जो मुझे दिखा, एक ऑटो रास्ते में जा रहा था, कुछ नहीं है रास्ते में, कुत्ता भी नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है, पत्थर भी नहीं है, कुत्ता भी नहीं है, रास्ते में खड्डा भी नहीं है। बस वो ऑटो ऑल ऑफ सडन ऐसे करके खेत में गिर गया। वहां पे बहुत सारे मर्डर्स, एक्सीडेंट्स, बहुत सारे, क्या बोलते हैं, आई डोंट नो द वर्ड मैन, नॉट पैरानॉर्मल, नॉट पैरानॉर्मल, बहुत सारे एक्सीडेंट्स और बिजार चीजें, मर्डर्स, ये सब हो रखा था। तो ऑब्वियसली उस जगह पे नेगेटिविटी होगी। और कंट्रोवर्सी कहाँ से शुरू हुआ, यहाँ से स्टार्ट हुआ। फिर मैंने डाल दी यूट्यूब पे ये वीडियो, जब मैं यहाँ पे अगरतला में वापस आया था नवंबर के पास, तब जब जैसे मैं डाला, डालने के बाद श्रीलंका के लोग मेरे पीछे पड़ गए कि भाई तू एक कंट्री को बदनाम कर रहा है, ऐसा है वैसा है। एक तो ये बोल रहा है कि तू, यू आर नॉट मैन इनफ टू कीप अ गर्ल, यू आर नॉट मैन इनफ, ग्रो अप, मैन अप ब्रो। एंड एक से एक लोग आके सुना रहे हैं भाई, बोल रहे कि मैं इस जगह का नाम खराब कर, दैट आई एम डिस्क्रेजिंग देयर tourism, like I'm trying to destroy their tourism, and I'm attacking a small बिजनेस ओनर। अगर भाई सच्ची में, अगर मुझे इनको अटैक करना है भाई, मैं नाम ना लगाता, अभी तक मैंने उनका नाम डिस्कस नहीं करा, मैं उस जगह का नाम ना मेंशन करता, मैं उस जगह का प्रॉपर्टी का सामने का आगे का पीछे का वीडियो ना निकालता। पहली बात तो मेरे को, अगर सच्ची में उनका नाम खराब करना था, अगर उनको उनको सताना था, मैं पुलिस कंप्लेंट करता भाई। बहुत लोग थे, ये भी थे, बहुत अच्छे लोग भी थे श्रीलंका से, कि दे आर सपोर्टिंग मी, दे स्टार्टेड सेइंग श्रीलंकन्स आर ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला, यू कैन रीड इट ऑन द स्क्रीन। पर मैंने भी सबको भाई जवाब दिया यार, अच्छे से जवाब दी। बहुत लोग इतने फालतू बात कर रहे थे कि भाई मैं खराब कर रहा हूँ, ये कर रहा हूँ, वो कर रहा हूँ, ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला। सबको मैंने पेला है यार, अकेले सबको मैंने पेला है, सबको जो जवाब दिया यार कमेंट सेक्शन में। ये एक था यार स्टोरी कंट्रोवर्सी का। दूसरा है कोलकाता में, किसी और दिन बताएंगे इसके बारे में। चलो ब्रो, इट्स बीन ऑलमोस्ट 2 hour man, more than 2 hour. Thanks Steven, thanks Farhan, man, both of you stayed for that long man, really means a lot to me। हाथ जोड़ के थैंक्स बोल रहा हूँ यार, थैंक यू सो मच गाइस, थैंक यू सो मच, लव यू गाइस। गुड नाइट गाइस, टेक केयर। टच पे रहना फरहान। और स्टीवन, हाँ तुम, स्टीवन टेक्स्ट मी whatever you want to say, text me on Insta, sorry, on WhatsApp or something। Okay, great story just before the bed, yeah bro। Need the you'll have a good night's sleep bro। So I'll see you again bro, yeah, okay, horror and the best story, yeah bro। I have a lot of stories, bro. I have a lot of stories. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys, from the bottom of my heart. Good night. Take care. Shabba khair. Ciao.